Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Fightsticks and Flashkicks. We are here with bracket number 111. One's all the way down the board, and I am your boy Squanto. I'm joined here by Jinx. How's it going, Jinx?
I'm doing all right. I'm just excited to see some good Guilty gear.
Absolutely. And we have a good-looking bracket today. We got about 40 people signed up today. Looks like, and there's some absolutely big names as usual in the bracket. We're going to be seeing plenty of them later on. There are a lot of interesting matches, but first we're going to be getting into our first stream game soon-ish. With OEG's one and only It's Mink against Remy. And we've got some other ones queued up for later in the evening, but we got a bunch of big names as usual. We got Classifying Bracket, Kensei, King Koa, the usual names here, Scissors. We got the one and only Jodo, aka Gay Sex Legend. Lots of great sets. We're probably going to see a lot of them early, or lots of them later on in the evening. But first up, we're going to get the one and only It's Mink, the Nago Enjoyer, against Remy. So, have you ever fought against Mink before, Jinx?
I have. It was fun.
How'd that go? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fun.
Yeah, Mink is like Mink is a playstyle that it's not like the craziest for Nago. I've absolutely seen Nagos that are just like, they are going to go, like, there's always the joke about the two Nago playstyles about like they're either going to be like the most patient thing ever, or they're immediately going to put you into the blood pop 50-50.
The Mario Party, as I like to call
absolutely. But Mink is definitely a very unique Nago. Like, definitely kind of not really one way or the other, and I do really like it. Hope we're going to see some of that today. But looks like we're also going to get Remy. Looks like a Bedman Enjoyer. Gotta love the Bedman Enjoyers.
Battle of the big bodies.
Yeah, there's been Bedman is like a character that's also like Testament, where like for such a long time, it was like Bedman was just kind of like in the like, okay, but like what are they gonna do type of pit of balance. But like with like the end of season 3 and start of season 4, it's like Bedman just like Testament is like, okay, finally, like the one buff they've been waiting for this entire time.
They are actual characters now.
Yeah, all it needed was like Bedman got like the health buff and then JS Vacuum, and that literally did everything.
I've seen a bigger influx of Bedmans in Tower now, because it used to be the joke of like, you don't really need to learn the Bedman matchup, you're only going to fight one a month. But now I've been running into him a lot more, and Bedman is quite scary.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be a pretty volatile one.
Yeah, I'm a believer in learning every matchup, and that's also because like I have been on the Dizzy grind, and people are like, oh, I don't need to learn the Dizzy matchup. Like, oh, this character like is going to rob you. Like, Dizzy is
the queen of highway robberies.
Oh, absolutely. You're like, oh, I'll just be fine, and then it's like, wait, why am I losing 70% of my health in an unburstable combo? Like, yeah, that character is very, very different though. Like, she plays an entirely different game, so it's definitely the type of thing where like, I know like a lot of like, it's funny because I'll be fighting with all my friends. Just like, is anyone gonna be ready for when this character gets buffed? And it depends, honestly, on the buff. But I mean, it's just really nice seeing like, it's really cool seeing like a lot of like the characters that in Strive have been considered like kind of weaker for a lot of time are in a really good spot right now. Like a ton of characters that have just been like, yeah, I don't know how this character's been doing, and it's like, no, they're actually doing pretty good. There's everyone can cook. We love ourselves a little bit of getting to say the Ratatouille quote. Exactly. Thank you, Chef Gusteau.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun just dabbling with Testament again recently, so I'm really glad with where they're sitting at right now too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. It was very funny because I feel like the Fireball buff, if I remember correctly, I think Pry mentioned, it was like, this is like the one buff. It's like, we've been wanting this for literal years. It's just like, all right. And there's like, okay, fine. I guess after giving you like 10 other buffs, we can finally give you this buff. Yeah, there are some absolutely killer round 1 games that we're not going to get to see a lot of on the stream here. I just kind of looking through some of these. Like I see we have as one of the first rounds, it's technically round 2, but one like the first sets of the evening is like Mega Aurora versus the Fool, who have both gotten top 8 in FNF before. I also see Sir Kappa versus Daniel Saz is another round 1, and then also like Lovebound versus Fallen of Albaz, and both of those two have been on tournament tears recently, and there's just we just have too many good sets.
It's a stacked bracket.
It's a crime that we have. We have too many good sets. It's an actual crime. We need to have yeah, you go.
I'm pretty biased, but I hope we get to see some stuff out of Simply Rift and Doc tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Gotta love some OEG gamers. We should hopefully be seeing some of them later on in the evening. It looks like it, but we are going to be getting to see one of them right now, because it looks like It's Mink has pulled up to the stream lobby here, and we are going to be getting into it. And also, I am also deathly curious now if the pirate skull in the back there has anything at all to do with One Piece, Pariah. You have to answer. All right, thank you, Pariah. Thank you for the confirmation that absolutely has to deal with One Piece. Where Mink, this stinker? Absolutely. But yeah, we are getting right on into it, so should be a good one. We got Iremi on Bedman. We got It's Mink on Nago. We got ourselves a fun little matchup. I feel like this is a matchup. I don't want to talk about matchups too much, but this is one I feel like anytime. I feel like it just pops up in FNF like more often than it does other brackets, if you know what I mean, right?
Right.
It's like there's always just like a Nago. It's like Test Your Luck versus Aegis, right?
Right.
All right, we got some corner pressure going on here. Needle Ender. Yep, it's gonna get you set up. Gonna find the plus frames, but not gonna find it for long because of the burst.
Mink just doesn't want to be in the pressure string anymore. I understand it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is gonna be
as Bedman does. We're going right back.
Absolutely. And did you block here? Oh, okay. We have a chance. We have more than a chance here, actually. You're gonna have to burn through some meter here, but hey, might as well see if we can get done.
Ooh.
Well,
we still have a chance.
I cannot believe that didn't kill. But the needle afterwards going to find its mark. Yeah, I was mentioning we had to burn through some meter. Burnt through it a bit sooner than probably expected.
Good deflect shield there.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1 feet, you're right. My fault. All right, and we're already at the corner here. Finds the throw, getting set up with these strings. Ooh. Oh, what a bait! Are we gonna do it again? Nope. We're gonna get thrown the other way this time. We're gonna get needle into install here. This install is pretty devastating. Although you do have the blood gauge to kind of work with it here, but ooh, if you get clipped in a corner, that is indeed a wall break. So we're gonna see Remy take this first game here.
I wonder if Mink's gonna bring out the more aggressive play style for this game too.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. I think that Remy was doing a good job of controlling space, but yeah, as I mentioned, Mink did have in more situations than not, felt like I had the blood gauge to kind of work with things. So, clone input got caught potentially, but I do think that still would have won because while Bedman is in the install, all of his errors are counted as supers, which should have priority over clone. Because I think Bedman's like electricity is level 4 projectile, whereas clone's level 3.
Oh, almost had the wall spot there.
Yep, and I mentioned having blood gauge to spare. We're starting at 2. We're definitely going towards the other end of the spectrum now, as you mentioned. It's like, would you like 0 blood gauge or 2 blood gauge?
There is no in between.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're trying to find the bite here. This won't pop, but you are in a bit of a dire situation when it comes to blood gauge.
Ooh, another.
Yeah, Mink looking for the back throws there, but just the jumps from Bedman are so good that you don't really have to worry about getting thrown, right? And is this going to be enough to keep you out of the blood gauge? It is, but yeah, being at such high blood is like really good for your robbery, but it's also just like you don't have any of those like good neutral tools to help you out.
Exactly. You have to play a lot more carefully, but it does give you opportunities in some cases.
Oh, absolutely. That 2K though, definitely getting something there. Gold burst on out. A bit of a dire straight, but you do have the meter to work with.
Are they blocking?
Immediately. Oh, no RC.
Ooh. Into the throw.
Yeah, no, I feel like Remy is just doing like a very good, just like, okay, I know when you're gonna like, Remy's already found it like immediately on like when are the throws gonna come out? When are they not? Because like, there's been so many like, because we know that like Mink is wanting to go for throws too. So like, you know, for like techs and whatnot, we've only ever seen like one time where Mink's back throw hit and then like 0 techs. It's like always been like either like Remy getting the throw or just jumping Mink's throw.
They seem pretty confident themselves too of knowing when to throw in their own throws.
Yeah, no, I think like just the download is absolutely like on point. Like sometimes you just get to try and get that download early on your opponent's defense, and like that's absolutely worked for Remy here. Now we're just gonna go immediately to the other spectrum of just you don't like you want to spend some blood gauge? We have some blood gauge. I don't even know who's in danger. Was that Bedman? Okay.
We got the other end of the Bedman spectrum too of I dare you to approach me.
Absolutely. Hey, I mean, it's like, you know, at 2 blood, it's like, you know, if you spend that clone as Mink did, it like, you know, puts you pretty high on blood, and now it's like you are in, but you did have to, you're not gonna have this, like, you know, you're gonna be at high blood, so your special chances are a bit neutered there, but finding the super, not gonna wall break this actually might be a benefit. Oh my god. And now this is just last hit situation. No burst on the table, the needle gonna clip. Yeah, very good round there, but just not gonna quite find it out. Probably was expecting like needle hit probably like a smidgen sooner than it actually did. Ooh, that is a max blood gauge.
Mashing out of Mink's corner pressure.
And you're fine. All right. Put the mask back on. We're going to the corner. We're putting you in the corner. We're gonna get some more. We're gonna get some more far slashes, and we are going to go into super here. Does this keep you below the blood gauge? Because that blood was rising rather quickly. There's the pop. And just like that, it is over. Remy taking it 3-0. Pretty dang good set. Mink definitely getting some good adaptations towards the end, but just not gonna find those hits to close it out. But definitely not out. We absolutely know what that style is, and just Remy had the download, but that definitely does not mean Mink is out. But Remy gonna be moving forward in our bracket here. Very good performance. And if we check up next, we should be getting a name that's pretty familiar in brackets recently of Yokai's own Pearlbot and up against Yair. Pearlbot been doing like really.
We got another Bedman.
We do have another Bedman. Okay, we are gonna get Bedman versus another like big body adjacent character, because Pearlbot is known for the ABBA, so we're gonna see if that is what indeed is today.
I know the last bracket I commentated, we got to see some gameplay out of Pearlbot, and they can keep up what they had going last time. This should be another pretty good match.
Yeah, Pearlbot has absolutely been on a tear recently, but what we are known for and love to do in Fightsticks Flashkicks is have way too many good players. So absolutely no one is No one is out of the competition here. Yeah, it looks like the winner of our last set also went into Scissors, who is also a very fierce competitor in their own right. So once you get to round 2 of FNF, like winner's side, it is absolutely a tough battle for the rest of the bracket.
Yeah, every FNF I've seen, just stacked brackets.
Absolutely.
And like one of the things I was talking about last time too, coming from like still competing in like beginner bracket perspective, it's like seeing just like the high level gameplay of like the limits people are pushing their characters to, that they've spent all this time like learning, labbing, and just getting down every single thing it's some good Guilty gear.
Oh yeah, we love ourselves some good Guilty gear. Also, shoutouts to Pearlbot. On my way, tower game started right as I got pinged. You love to see it. But speaking of which, they are indeed here now, so we can get right into it. Also, shouts to Yinghua chat here. How is it going today, y'all? Double Bedman? Absolutely. We love ourselves some double Bedman. They did because I thought I rage quit. You love to see it. We're getting into it here. We're gonna Yair versus Pearlbot up now. Also, scream if you love Pariadox. That is absolutely true. Thank you, Pariadox. Twitch.tv/Pariadox. Home of the FNF Weeklies, hosted by Pariadox. I think I've said enough, haven't I?
You know, I think we could use this as a segue into another thing that's being hosted by our very own Pariadox, with Pride FGC coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, the Freakly. Yeah, all right. Can I get a pin? Can I get a pin on that in chat, by the way? But yeah, we do have Pride FGC coming up. We'll be talking about that more as it goes on tonight. That is just under a month away, but we are getting right into. We're getting to right now. We're getting to this good set. We're gonna see a very similar situation to last time. Finds a gold burst though, so out of the corner here. Now the tables have turned. Abba in the driver's seat, but no Jealous Kid's gonna be a little rough. But hey, we got meter to make it work. Kara key grab, that always gets you back.
Right back into jealous mode.
Yep, here comes the Donzai. Here comes the overhead. Uninstall, key grab. Not gonna do any RC shenanigans. I know you can like RC shenanigans there to like either like get a ton of Jealous Gauge or just go into like the Jealous Gauge super.
Yep.
But not gonna do any of that today. And oh my goodness, the 5K wall splat. I think those big floats getting the wall splat is always like really funny. Oh my goodness.
They find the tap dust.
Absolutely, we installed the new we got the new spring box installed today, and we're gonna carry that right into this next round because we're putting you back in the corner. Here comes the install, a little error here, gets to the 6H here. Let's keep it going. You've got your own pressure, I've got mine. We're going to go into the true install here. Burst on out, gonna need to find an error. Not gonna quite get there, but oh, 6B, here comes the bomb. Oh my goodness, aggressive white wild assault. Absolutely, we are blocking. What good defense here from Pearlbot. Finds the install. Oh my goodness gracious.
Flips him with the overhead into a nice classic Jealous Mode ABBA combo.
I'm honestly shocked that dropped. I'm more shocked that dropped than the fact that picked up at all, honestly. That was an insane pickup. But look at all this Jealous Gauge. You have to burn through so much here if you're Yair, but one good hit could potentially do it. But that's also true for ABBA.
I think the Donzai is gonna find that good hit.
Just double Donzai, just like, you know, it's like, all right, we got to make sure it kills. Double Donzai. Finds the air setup. ABBA's mobility definitely gonna not help when it comes to dealing with with the Bedman projectiles, but who cares when we get in, and now you are having to guess. Here comes the key super. And now, absolute driver's seat time for Abba. Oh, 2S, yep. Flow slash, and I think you're just dead here. Absolutely. Dang, I didn't expect it to end like that, but that was a crazy first game.
The one thing I love about any form of like the ABBA matchup is like it could look like the most dire times for the ABBA player, but they get one good hit and it's immediately back in their favor, or back to just even. Don't know who's coming up next. Oh, we got a Nago switch.
ABBA is absolutely like literally the Feast or Famine character.
Mankind knew that they cannot.
Like this character, it's like. Like, I know sometimes it's like, is Abba in Jealous Rage best character in the game? Then it's like, I think about him like 16 frame total backdash, 6 frames invul, and then you look at the 5H, and it's like, yeah, I think I see the vision.
Not to mention Danzai with armor through everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, and I don't even think those are like, honestly, some of the like best traits she has, and like, those aren't even, I think, some of the best traits she has in Jealous Rage. There's still some, they're really good, but I don't think it's like the best.
Right.
Yeah. You know, she's a very good character there, but you got him. But you have to get in to make it work, and we're seeing just that from Probot.
Probot seems to just know exactly how to carry it whenever she gets the ball rolling, and just keep the offensive pressure up and just not let them breathe.
Absolutely. And just like right now, we're gonna see she goes in here. 5H Rekka into super. Third hit connects. Honestly, that might actually be better. Have been
with
better
the safe jump.
Oh my goodness. The mind game of like not spending the meter there because you think your opponent's gonna think you're gonna spend the meter, and so therefore you just get to keep the 50. Probot's still in the driver's seat, so because she ended up winning the interaction after that. But still, just that was a crazy mind game. All right, we're getting in. Oh, it's time. Oh, we're gonna have some fun today.
Are we gonna see some Mario Party?
Yes, but maybe not from who you thought. Oh my God. We are getting our plus frames. Oh my God, the multi-hit low. Deflect on out. Jealous Gauge is gone. Can you stop this Abba from finding this literal last hit? JD, here comes the throw.
He did the throw.
I feel like that situation was like, okay, where's the throw? Where's the throw? And it's just like, oh, there it is.
Looking like Probot does not want to put the driver's seat down.
Also, yeah, manual soft knockdown frame trap. I kind of half missed that, but like, pretty crazy, honestly. Core of my comfort character. Listen, we gotta get some of our comfort characters to then make some of our opponents' comfort characters. You know what I'm saying? Like we are going to either die or we are going to find the most messed up way to take out the opponent. You see, Guilty Gear Strive is just it's more of a military sim than a lot of people get the credit for in that regard. Oh my God.
I think especially now with like what we were talking about earlier with like getting some of these lesser, like at least lesser seen characters back up to like a pretty good state, everyone's got war crimes.
Yes. Also, yeah, Nago is known for having just the big sword in like high blood. I'm shocked that didn't pick up, but you know, oh my goodness, you got DP there? I didn't realize you could pick up after that.
And there's the throw.
Oh my goodness, yeah, just guess. I mean, yeah, like we were talking about how every character, it's like, listen, we got to get some gore of our comfort character to be able to commit war crimes, and now it's like, while we were talking about that, that was a game for Yer. Like that was the whole game. Like just the whole game, not even just a round. That was the whole game. What happened? You see, Nagoriyuki hit the fun button, and the fun button did, like, you know when you are like playing like a Chuck E. Cheese, and there's like the wheels that have the lights, and you're trying to stop them to win tickets. You hit it on like this is the one we hit like on the jackpot, and like SpongeBob pops up on the screen, and it's like 500 tickets. Like Nagoriyuki, that happened with Nagoriyuki. Yeah, 5H. 500 tickets, 5H tickets. And I'm just thinking, it's like you go to like a casino and you play one slot machines, and it's like to show the sign of a jackpot, it just shows like Nago 5H on the screen. 6H is the fun button, you're right. 5H is the button you hit because you're not gonna be in range to hit the fun button, but you want to still hit a fun button. So you're gonna hit 5H because then you can hit the fun button after hitting that button. Does that make sense?
So it's the precursor to the fun button, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's the prequel to the fun button. And we are gonna find the Rekka here, finding the hit here.
Putting Pearlbot on set point.
Absolutely, but absolutely not down after what we saw last game. Absolutely not out of it. Gonna find this knockdown, and Abo Jealous Raid, you managed to escape the situation. That is gonna be phenomenal for you. Oh my goodness, and finds the close slash. Yeah, just backing off to let that last bit of the gauge drain down. Not gonna get caught by that 5H. Smart little 6B there. Nice throw tech. Oh my goodness, not punished. Going to find the install here though. 5H, here comes the Rekka into super. We're gonna fuzzy on out YRC. Oh, these close slashes have been doing such a good job at catching for air. Oh no!
Ooh, what a tragic timed up bite.
We love a little, and there's the overhead. Yeah, at that point, the overhead is just like, it's an inevitability, right? Yeah, like, we love ourselves some screen freeze action, and that is going to be Pearlbot taking the set here. There's no way that's how you lose. That's how the world works. That's how the world works. You see, here's the thing, right? Abba is like one of those characters. There's like, I think one trait that is really good to have on a character is to have the "my opponent is dazed and confused" button, where like you have an interaction because there will be interactions that will always happen no matter your character, right? That are just like so bewildering and confusing that like your opponent is just like going to have to take a second to mentally figure out like, wait, what just happened? Oh my god. And then while they're thinking about that, you can hit your dazed and confused button, and then you will hit the opponent because they're not thinking about that anymore. They're not thinking about pressure, mind games, or mix. They're thinking about what just happened. So they're not. Right. So like, it's like that. It's like, oh, I just like robbed my opponent out of not getting a grab. It's like, oh, like my opponent was like gonna grab me, but I got the freaking Deus Ex Machina screen freeze, and it's like, okay, sick. I get to win this I won this interaction. Sick. I'm not gonna kill though. And then it's like, oh, I can just reset into overhead because I have like an 18 frame overhead that I can do out of a forward dash that gives me a combo, and you're not going to be ready for it.
Right. Just want to say a quick shout out to Chovy Salts coming in with a raid party. Chovy Salts is diving headfirst in the FGC with the side of digital art and role playing. They're all about that Undernight Invert 2 life with some Grand Blue and Gimp coloring thrown in for good measure. Not a cat, but definitely a vibe. Thanks for having you.
Yeah, thank you so much for raiding in, Chovy. I know you're also here for Grand Blue Comms on Monday for our nice little Sky Showdown bracket. The second you took to the skies, my brain shut down. Thank you, Pearlbot. I absolutely can see it. That is the vision. But yeah, we're going to be getting right into our next set here. And it is going to be Scissors versus Fallen of Albaz. We got ourselves Fallen of Albaz. I played them fairly recently. Very, very strong Potemkin player. Does definitely like a different style of pot. Like, does not do this traditional thing you probably expect from a Potemkin. But okay, listen. I realize the implications of what I've said, given current situation. But like Fallen Albaz definitely like mind games differently around some of Pot's stuff than you'll see from quite a few other Pot players. Like the JS reset, JS resets for instance. But Scissors is absolutely a strong strong player in their own right on the OEG. So, yeah. To be fair, like, fighting Fallen of Albaz does feel like fighting a JRPG boss, where it's like, oh, I entered phase 2. I'm now going to start charging my mega death laser that kills you. You're like, wait, what? You can do that? And then, like, by the time you realize that that's happening, it's like, oh, my countdown reached 0. Here it comes. Although, right now, Scissor's absolutely in the driver's seat, showing that they are a very strong player at this video game. Bursting on out. Going to the corner here, though, so not out of it yet. Can you swing in a spin pot buster arm with your fish? You can, but that's like a really hard time. The thing you can do is if you think you're going to spin and you slide head, if you think you're going to do Midare, you can do instant hammerfall break and it will armor the like an instant Midare, and you can grab the recovery. But then they can always mind game around that by doing like late Midare or just not doing it. That being said, though, we don't need that where we're going. All we need to do is have clean block strings and good navigation of all of these situations. Scissors going up a first game here. Yeah, Fallen Albaz is a very scary player, but Scissors is just like, I feel like it's a thing with also like good OEGs, but I know especially Scissors is one of them where it's like, you know the stuff you want to do and you know the stuff you can do, but you have to get past just the absurd layer 1 to get there. It's like you have to like work a 9 to 5 for a week to be able to start playing your main game plan. You know how that feels, Jinx, where it's just like, okay, I have clocked out of my shift. Can I now start running my mix?
Yeah, I've definitely experienced that before.
Yeah. They're calling out the BS. Yeah, that's definitely like, I feel like especially against like certain characters that like, you kind of have to establish yourself as a layer 1. That's like kind of something that's just really hard to do, but like it's very strong where it's just like, hey, like I know that this character has these crazy options. I'm just going to show that I'm not going to hold any of them. That being said, we are going to get tip thrown into Potbuster here. That super jump JK. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Fallen of Albaz came into Twitch chat. It's like, all right, they have understood my BS. I'm now going to go to the second game plan sheet. It's like a football game, just going to the second playbook. Like,
called an audible real quick.
Round. Yeah, what an insane round. This is looking like a great start. Yep, we're gonna go into the JS. Not gonna find the Potbuster. Yeah, especially when you have such high, like, one thing about Potemkin is he has such high block stun that, like, going into stuff like that can genuinely be, like, you have to delay it, like, more than you might be used to. This is also, these reads from Albaz are insane. Backdash on the Buster, you have to stay alive.
Now, Audi's gotta push to the corner. We're gonna see some good mix.
Oh my goodness.
Chooses not the wall break.
Oh my goodness, the little butterfly break in the wall. Oh, you're not dead here though. It doesn't build a meter either. You do have a chance. That's safe jab. Oh my goodness, it's not a combo. He YRC's out. Good deflect shield. 5H on the air hit. And just like that, we're going to 1-1. Yeah, no, I fought Fallen Albaz and I was like, okay, I feel like I know mostly what Potemkin can do. I was like, oh wait. And I was like, I saw these options, like, I was like, why would you do that? And I thought about, like, wait, no, this is genuinely good. Like, you mentioned, like, the flicking to grab. That is a, like, 10-frame gap. It's, like, just a 10-frame gap. So, like, if you're, like, playing a character like OEG, who's, like, you know, like, has, like, a 9 or 10-frame, like, forward slash or 2S, if you press that, you will lose there. Because flick is -4 right now. So, it is, like, a 10 to 12-frame gap, depending on, like, kind of the range and where it hits. If you go to hell, you go to heaven. Words to live by. Words to live by when playing a fighting game, honestly. Sometimes you gotta go to hell a little bit to be able to reach heaven, you know? You ever had those moments, Jinx?
I've definitely had those moments before. Sometimes you gotta do the war crimes.
Yep. Although Scissor just showing that, like, you know, it's like, one thing that is very good is just showing, like, no, I'm not going to let that last game phase me at all. We're just going to get it perfect. Let's get right back into it, right? It's like, okay, Understood. Let's get right back into this, though. JS. Oh, nice 6 speed. Scissors showing they're not going to be holding that. Nice spin. I mentioned Potemkin does have good spin baits, but it is still a little risky just because you want to like incentivize Anji to spin, which means you throw your buttons. But if your buttons get spun as pot, they're all like higher recovery to where it could be potentially deadly. Good backdash here from Scissors. Full meter too. No burst for Fallen. Going to try and find a hit here, and that's a counter hit 5-8. This should be more than enough to clean it up. Absolutely. Scissors swinging back. Such a crazy set so far. It feels like okay, this player's done insane things this round. How does the other person stop them? It's like, oh, wait a minute. They just demolished them. Okay, how is this going to go next? Oh, it's just the exact same thing, but in reverse again. Such a back and forth battle here between these two.
If you those are some of my favorite sets, though, of just it really could go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that so far. Like, both these players have absolutely shown that, like, they have the mental to understand how to absolutely dominate in this set. Although this early burst here for Scissors is looking very good for them. Also, Pariah has that's a fire content idea of if you laugh, you blame the beast. It sounds like a video that's like if Guilty Gear Strive came out in like 2014, that would go like, that'd be like a 100 million view video, right?
The PRC on the Parry Super. Ooh.
It's a fire idea though, Pariah. I think you should workshop that some. Spin coming out. Nice confirming here to the Waddle Assault though. Oh, the up drift to dodge the grab. Oh, that route was crazy, but we're gonna get the meaty Wild Assault. Finds the overhead here. If you laugh, you lab. Honestly, I need to be on that. I'm not gonna lie. Nice flick. Combos of 6-8 here. Not gonna get a knockdown, but gonna get to mid-screen. Now after this throw, you're in the corner. And this is a lot of damage. This should not kill, but it's going to be like literal pixel, like next hit, like next time Potemkin breathes a little differently at you, you die.
Yes for game.
I mean, that's a pretty good guess.
Yes, right.
That's a pretty good guess. Yeah, but now you are in a bit of a rough situation. The overhead getting blocked is going to spell your doom as well. We're going to go to final round here. Given how this set has been, this could be a very pivotal round. Like, I feel like if you're on game 3 and it's 1-1, that third game can carry so much weight in the set.
Exactly.
And this is so far a good start for Scissors. Life leave the 100 meter, but does need to be careful. This is especially now because this is looking a little closer than they'd like. Oh, the 6-8 frame trap. Who was spin to? I just saw that. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt to say that. This is a pixel for Alvaz here. Nice little 2P. Midare coming on out. This nice 6P. One more for the books.
Scissors coming back from that last round saying, I don't think I'm done yet. I didn't hear a bell.
Thank you, Nora, for the classic tag of spin to us. All I gotta say is the free comment better match. That's all I gotta say. Thought I catch parry. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of thing you're looking for. Is like, if they parry, you can just win. But yeah, trust me, it does. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Good set there for Scissors, but very close as we were saying. All right, and I'm looking now, and this next set of ours is looking pretty good. You want to hear about this, Jinx?
Let's hear it.
Because it is indeed the spin Tua of Hey All Nora here. Another Anji that has been going pretty crazy on the sticks recently versus the one and only gay sex legend, aka Jodo, aka Jodo Fly, aka Jodo Goat. Pariah just being like, I see y'all in Twitch chat. We need to be in the game chat. Nice dash 5P. This should absolutely be a really fun set, though. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Have you seen these two recently? Because they have absolutely been pretty common in brackets and Strive recently.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to Jodo.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to Jodo. I have fought Nora once, and it was as you. Oh my goodness, BRC flash kick to deny the press. That's a nice little air block. Let me get that cross up. One more hit, and that will close it. Jodo on an absolute steamroll that first round. That is how Leo Whitefang can go, though. Absolutely, like, Leo trades the often damage for just getting, like, for just getting vortex. He's like if a big body lost, like, 20% damage, but in favor for just, like, what if I vortexed?
Right.
Oh my goodness, aggressive spin here from Nora, paying dividends. That's like how many flash kicks have been made at this point? Like 2 or 3, but they've all been through butterfly. So honestly, like Jodo like going to just saying like, you know, I'll get hit by the butterfly. That's fine. Because he could absolutely
be worse.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, we're getting right into back turn. You do not have any burst. Nice parry.
Ooh, with a parry.
Does this go through wall? Nope. Even the corner's right there. 5H. You are going to choose a burst here. We're gonna place the back turn neutral. Ooh, I like this neutral here from Jodo. But this is scary on both sides. One hit will do it, and that is not the hit you want to see if you are fighting against Leo. That is going to be the first game going to Jodo here. No, both these two have been on a level up. I've been keeping track of both these two, and like they've both been on some absolute crazy runs recently. But the level ups are indeed so real. And yeah, we do indeed have Spin Tua versus Gay Sex Legend. Yep. What's the problem here? Isn't this is what, you know, Pariah called this the Freakly. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think we gotta change it to would it be Fightsticks and Freak Kicks?
You know, I don't think some things should be workshopped, actually. I think we can just like...
I think I'm going to have to workshop that more, personally. That's on my agenda to workshop now.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Gee.
Yeah, I remember that's like the first thing I saw from Leo Whitefang in like season 1. It was like none of the resets or anything. It was like that specific loop. So I fought a Leo at a local, and that's what he mainly did. It was like if he got a hit, it was just going to be like... It was, you know, there's like 2S5H, 2S5H, 2S5H. Oh, you got mauled, yeah.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty sick combo. It was like one of the first combos I ever like labbed for a character I wasn't playing.
Right.
It's like, hold on, let me try this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there is the flash kick bait you don't want to see.
Yeah, and that throw is absolutely going to close it. Doesn't even get a chance to burst there. I think that was an you got mauled, but in the other direction. Although like Nora's health was absolutely like lower, but it was just like ever since Nora got like the first big hit, it was just kind of Nora's game from there.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, but this game is looking like Jodo has a nice bit of control here. Oh my goodness, nice little confirm here. Oh! Throw into the corner. Delayed flash kick to specifically catch that, too. Love to see some of the, like, little adaptations here. Oh, we are just going to go back turn super. It's plus. It's a projectile, but it does not matter. One more chance. Cross up low. Did you guess cross up low?
I'm getting hit there.
Okay, Pariah, but did you know that super is like plus 16 on block? Like that is a good super on block. It has been that way since Leo Whitefang was born in Xrd. Fairly certain. If it was like different in like sign, don't at me, okay? I wouldn't know. But like I know in Exeter it's also plus. Yeah, it's plus 14. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm spreading misinformation. Another thing I also didn't realize that I'm looking at this now, right? Did you see what the start up on that super is?
Let's hear it.
Just take a guess. Just take a wild guess. Like, you know, because I know you're a Johnny fan, so you know you have card super, which is a great projectile on its own right.
I don't even know. I don't even know where a good guess would be because I feel like it's gonna be wrong no matter what.
Yeah, did you guess 5-frame startup?
No.
Yeah, that thing's as fast as most 5Ps.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's plus 14 on block. Yeah, no, that thing is just good. And because it's also another thing too to note, because it's a projectile, it doesn't like enforce you to be in like longer recovery during the spin, animation. That's why projectile's like really good to hit with spin. You gotta be in back turn. It's fair me when I lie. Okay, now if I go check the frame data for turbulence real quick. Although I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to, given that we now have the hit here and we're having to guess a Leia White Fang blender. Nice little burst.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sniping the Fujin.
But Nora seeming like she's trying to get something coming back, and this should have it.
Yeah, this is absolutely dead.
And especially with PRC.
Yeah, the 100 spend is absolutely going to secure it. We're going straight into final round here. I'm pretty sure this has been like final round like every game so far. This has been like an insanely close set. But the flash kick going to get baited, but now you do not have burst. You cannot afford to get baited again. And this is going to be a pretty good way to get started. Oh, and what did I say? This is going to be huge. To the corner we go. Not going to quite hit.
Ooh.
That was clean. That was clean. That was like cleaner than what happens when I put my clothes in my washer and dryer. That was sparkly. That was good. That was real good. That's like you go to freaking like a sit-down diner. It's like it's nothing fancy. You sit down, they give you the most 5-star meal you've ever asked for. That's exactly what that interaction was.
You know, the first step is that first. You know, they take that first step. Are we gonna see a reverse 3-0 sweep here from Nora?
Yeah, these games have been so close. Like, it genuinely could be Game 5 right now. Like,
it could. We very well could.
Also, is that the GOAT brownie? I missed that. I like working in like GOAT or stuff like that into other people's tags. It's always a fun time.
Get stuff, Harry.
Yep. Doesn't break wall. Like, it's always funny with supers like that or RTL where it's like it hits them against the wall, but it's like nah, it's not wall breaking today. And there's other ones where they even touch a pick, like Tyrant Barrel on Sim, like if you touch a pixel of the wall, you're going through it.
Right.
Ooh, this not gonna quite find the corner.
Spin through projectile. Oh, it's a throw.
That wasn't just throw, by the way. I'm pretty sure that was like micro dash throw. Because I noticed a little bit of forward movement there from Jodo. And now we're in the corner of that risk gauge. Oh my god. Oh my god, that risk gauge is gonna help you out because now you're gonna build the meter super fast. And now Jodo with 50, but on the low end here. But who needs to be on defense when you could be on offense? Would you rather have $1 or $2?
I think I'm taking the $2.
They call that super the $3 special because you actually get both the amounts. You actually get both answers.
So it was a trick question?
Absolutely. And this is, oh my goodness, yeah, this should probably be enough if you can find the wall. Absolutely, there it is. The super was unnecessary. Like we can just go to the next set. Good set here from Jodo and Nora. Very close back and forth battle. Love to see it. Like, genuinely, that was a battle that was like, either way was absolutely plausible. That was so close. Also, yeah, I looked it up. Did you know that Turbulence in a Super Raw is 52 frames? There you go. Have fun. And you can back that up with an H projectile, with a slow advancing 4-hit projectile. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, but I'm looking here. We got 2 players so far, very different brackets path stories, that are now meeting for a winner side top 8 qualifier. And that is, we have the Megarura versus Fishy Fishy. Fishy Fishy, so far, pretty smooth bracket. 3-0 earlier in bracket, 3-1. But Megarura so far has fought against the Fool and Kensei, both game 5, and now is fighting for inside top 8. So we have one person who's had a pretty smooth path through bracket, another one that has had an absolute war. But gonna be a good match for sure, because if you have so many close sets like that, you are absolutely gonna get that power up for bracket.
Right. It forces you to play on your A game. It'll just hopefully keep you right where you want to be. Just right on, keep your game plan going.
Yeah, hopefully. That is always the goal. So we are going to be getting into it real soon here. As soon as they get in, some of our top 8 so far, looks like we're going to see Scissors and Pearlbot, two of the players we saw earlier facing off in the winner's side qualifier for top 8. And it looks like Johto is going to be fighting against King Koa for that top 8 spot. That could be winners finals. I'm not going to lie. That is a stacked set. That's insane. Both Johto and King Koa have been on absurd bracket run. So seeing them fight this early is going to be tough, but it's going to definitely be good for both of them, honestly. You've got a monster that's going to be going to block to try and gatekeep the loser's path, and you got a monster that's going to be on a good set going into top 8, regardless of the outcome. We are going to be seeing Megarura and Fishy Fishy get on in here real soon to see who's going to get that winner side spot into our top 8 tonight. It looks like that other top 8 set of ours for winner side is started right now. It's going to be Charlotte versus Mick Smitty. Both of them also on very, very good bracket runs so far. So going to see who can secure that last spot in the winner side of top 8. But you know what we got to do before we get the last spot in winner side top 8, Jinx?
What do we have to do, Squad?
We got to get the first one. That's what's right now. And we're gonna get right into it with Megarura versus Fishy. I think Megarura is also on like PS4 or so, because that is a lot lower level than I remember Megarura being. That's also the crossplay symbol. So
Duel 1.
we love seeing our alt. I do gotta appreciate those that have like the alt accounts that play on like different platforms and stuff too. Just because that is a dedication and grind that is insane. And yeah, Johto Koa is a wild match for sure. But we also got another wild one right here of Megarura and Fishy. Both of these two very strong in their own right. I also can't remember the last time I've seen specifically Ino and Baiken fight each other. Because like usually I feel like they're like either the other, like it's always either one or the other. It's like I'll see a bunch of Ino or a bunch of Baiken. Like no overlap.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if you see FNF, we always have like at least like there's like the Baiken group that like will enter online tournaments, and like every week like at least two of them usually enter like every week in FNF. We always have like a character that's like unusually common here at Fightsticks Flashkicks, and it has been Baiken for a bit. But to be fair, I think they've also been around like for like literally like a year now. So at least. Although you know, being around for a while means they're going to get experience. That's what Fishy is showing that they have. OTG 2H.
The delay for the OTG.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said, Fry, we have too many good players. We have to like say like we're going to only allow like 10 good players. That way we don't have to like make these hard decisions about who we want to root for in bracket, and then still do it anyways. Yeah, delay OTG is always a good option there to try and secure the kill. Because you want to wait out the burst as long as possible. And I think, like, and OTGs could be a bit hard to interrupt.
A parry bait. Ooh.
Finds the MLA. Oh, we're going to the corner. Oh, we are going into the corner. Overhead. No wall slump. We're just going to go straight for the super wall break. To be fair, next hit, we'll take it, so.
And
my fault. My fault.
Me when I lie.
Put me in the reel. Put me in the commentator curse reel right now. We need to have a commentator curse reel, and we need to make it so we can put that in there because, like, never see you'll rarely see a more great example of that. I literally said, like, and watch the next hit be like a jank hit that can't convert, and it's like, oh, my fault. To be fair, that was gonna be like a hit without meter and would be able to convert. Also, what a reversal. Knowing that Mega was going to try and challenge on the tether. Oh, burst out saving you. But you're at a pixel. So you make it happen. Finds the hit. This will be a good way to get started. Blocks the overhead. This defense from Fishy is insane. Oh my god. That was. Is it genuine question? Has it been a game or 2 games already? Because I feel like it's been 2.
I think that was 2.
Yeah, like I know it was fast, but like I'm just like, was it that fast?
I think that was 2.
Yeah, so far very dominant performance from Fishy here, just showing that like their I have like rarely seen defense stronger than Fishy's right now. That was like every single defensive interaction, even when it was like a risky defensive call, it worked out. Like where we saw like the Kabari into like reversal super on the first one. It's like, yeah, was that 2? Yeah, like that's what I'm genuinely having to consider, because I was like, I want to say it's 2, but it feels like it has only been like time. We've only had time for 1. Like, I think it should just be a testament to Fishy's performance so far in this set. Okay, taking some time there. Cannot blame you. We gotta wait a little bit here because we are. What do you mean a what?
Duel 1.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's absolutely 2. Yeah. Yeah, no, Fishy's been on an absolute good run so far. Also, what happened? What did I say? Did I say, like, y'all have me concerned? I was like, oh, shoot.
Perfect.
No.
Y'all have me concerned that, like, I rolled a nat 1 on the speed. Yeah. Now you, like, thaw me. It's like, you know Tedo, right? Like, can we get, like, a mod for Testament Tedoman? Or just Tedo over Testament? It probably exists, to be honest.
I bet it does. There's probably a mod for everything.
Yeah. Anyways, Mega is finding these hits now. Finally taking them around 2, by the way. We are figuring out how to make it work. Oh my goodness. Regardless of whoever's winning, this set has been incredibly fast. Like, this has been such a fast set. We got a foot all the way, pedal to the metal right now. Like, we're pressing down the gas, and we are going to just go immediately into game 4. We are on game 4 already. What?
Seems whoever's in the driver's seat is just putting their foot to the floor, and they're not stopping until they see God or a checkered flag.
We are going to get pulled over by the police because we are going 120 in a 60.
We are.
Like, like there are some speeds where we should not be allowed to go right now. Like,
Duel 1.
Anyways, we're going to get right into game 4 here. These MLA resets have been working out pretty well. Like, we saw that parry from Mega Ura, but besides that, it's been so good for Fishy so far. Kabari. Oh my goodness, nice little throw. Oh, looking for like that's probably looking for a fuzzy attempt of some kind, but not gonna quite find it. RC6P gonna find the YRC back. Ooh, that's a big hit. That's a monstrous hit. Doesn't even need the meter. Like there was more combo because it was gonna be like button super. Far slashing to MLA. That is very good. Oh my goodness, another big tether hit here. That health bar is gonna get kind of melted here. Tap dust. You never expect the tap dust from Viking. It's because there's always like another like a certain special move she has that's also an overhead that you can do after a lot of those similar buttons that will also be very devastating on hit if you have meter. Oh my goodness, who wins this? Huh? Oh, doesn't find the combo.
Like it does, apparently.
Oh my god. Nice little interaction there. And just like that, finding that hit is going to prove to be really nice right now because now we're going into a game 5 when it looked like it was so in Fishy's favor. Like, you ever see a player like take a minute to think and then like immediately just swing the tables? It's like, I want to know what, you know, I want to know what notebook or like what tactic Megara was using there because it clearly worked. It clearly worked. Like, I remember, like, at a major one time, there was, like, someone was, like losing pretty handily, and they, like, read a notebook, and they immediately were, like, winning literally every single interaction. And so, like, everyone was just like, what do they have in that notebook? What was in there? Like, they just happened to have, like, the answer to the universe as we know it in that. Like,
knowing the mind of a gear player, if it was for gear, it probably was nothing related to the game at all.
It might have been Monarch. It might have been Monarch. But, you know, it's like, imagine there's, like, we actually have, like, someone that, like, literally was, like, a time traveler or so and has every known answer in the universe ever and uses it to play fighting games really well. Like, that's all they use it for. That would scare me. I flipped from one of the other time we lost it. Imagine, like, absolutely. It's so... I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Anyways, we're just, like, once again on these back and forth games. Such a good round there from Megara, but now we're going to the finest hit. No burst available. Going to final game, final round here.
Jeez. Both of these players just knowing how to take any little small hit and just get the most out of it.
Absolutely. We are all gas, no brakes. But we, like, the neutral has been so aggressive from these two guys. Also, nice throw. Oh, not gonna quite get the combo there, but going to get put in the corner. You know, you have to defend against Eno. YRC puts Eno on the ground. That's insane. Oh my goodness, one good hit from either player could do it. And that is a great hit to get things started for Fishy. The parry on out. Burst going to aggressively keep this corner because one hit could kill. The one hit could also be your demise.
That was just another set that literally could have gone either way.
Yeah, no, that one was crazy. Megara making the reverse sweep of a lifetime. And I'm also looking, there's so many game 5s right now. Like, Charlotte McSmitty was a 3-0, but like, Scissors Probot was game 5. King Koa Johto was game 5, and now this one was also game 5. We have 3 game 5s going in a winner side of top 8. Oh my goodness. What a crazy, crazy bracket. All right, and because our winner side top 8 is decided, that does mean we are going to be taking just a smidgen, just a small little break, just tiniest crumb of break. We're gonna take a small little break before we get into that winner side of top 8. And it's going to absolutely be insane just looking at some of these players and sets we have so far. Crazy, crazy stuff going on there. So we are going to be back soon. Hello, everyone. We are back. We have some more Guilty Gear action coming up. As mentioned, we have our really stacked top 8 coming up right now. We're going to be getting Charlotte versus Mega Rura on the stage here. And then also we got Scissor versus King Koa, which should be a very interesting one. I think those two are very familiar with each other. And I know King Koa also has Nora as one of their training partners, I'm pretty sure. Losers is still filling out, but it's some very stacked sets down there. Just to kind of give an idea what's going on right there. Right now, it looks like one of our losers actually got in. It's going to be Pearlbot getting in over Kensei. And we also have Fishy fighting Lag Spike for the finish. But yeah, we are going to be getting Charlotte versus Mega up. Both these players have always had having solid performances. Charlotte's been definitely getting more and more like good performances as of recent, and then Mega Rura has always been a very strong performer in our brackets and just a ton of other brackets too. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this one shakes out. Also, it is crazy looking at the seeds here, 13 and 17 for these two, and like these two are both like strong in their own right. That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyways, before we get started, just as a little reminder, because I did mention earlier, we have Pride FGC coming up. That's going to be on the weekend of June 20th, just about a month away. I think that Jinx actually has a few more details on that too, if you wanted to share any of those. Jinx, are you there? No, my fault. I'll go ahead.
Oh, I was my bad.
Oh.
My fault.
No.
As you were saying though, Pride FGC coming up pretty soon. It's the weekend of June 20th to the 22nd. $5 donation to the Trevor Project will get you into an online major, included with the virtual artist alley, vendor hall. We've got cosplay pop-ups, other panels and everything, and just a weekend full of brackets too, all going for a good cause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already like dedicated, probably playing 3 or 4 games during that. Like I need to sign up myself, but I've already dedicated myself. Like, yeah, I'm gonna play like 3 or 4 games. We're getting right into our top 8 here. Mega Rura versus Charlotte up now. Danny L. Maza, thank you for the raid. You want to go ahead and give us that little shout out read, Jinx?
So
I'm gonna let you get. All right, got it. Let's get.
Or do you want to read this one? I read the last one.
Oh, fine. I didn't know if we were gonna alternate. That's fine by me. This. Oh my goodness. I'm like looking as letters are moving around. I swear. This Mazat. Shoot, I cannot freaking speak today. This Mazat Leso MX is a beast in Guilty Gear Strive. They're a champ at Thunderstruck 2023 and Astral Finish Festival 2022. Road 2023. Rocking that Kai Keith like it's nobody's business. Thank you, Dancing Dinosaur emote. Catch them streaming in English or Espanol. Lock in those last-minute sub goals and running brackets like a pro. Thank you, Danny, for the raid. And we are, just in time for final round here. Hope the gear gaming went well, Danny. I was informed of the Potemkin. I did, like, I literally had somebody DM me with a screenshot with the quote. Hold on, let me find the quote real quick. The quote was, "Thank you, Buster." I did indeed see that. Listen, I either know how to say words or I don't. There's no in between. I don't halfway know how to say things. I got that one. Also, dang, Pro, I did not realize how you had like this many followers. That's insane. Mega are getting game 1 here in our top 8 to get us started. Hope you all stick around. We got ourselves one hell of a bracket tonight. So should be a very fun top 8. Every time, yeah. I just want, it's one of those words where it's like if you removed one letter, I'd have it perfectly fine, but it's like the specific combination is just like it fries my brain. Listen, I grew up with like mainly like French technically, like the random off language I had to learn because a lot of stuff in the area had it. Being from Louisiana, like it's, you know, it's like, okay, I know how to say like some random pronunciations like that. I will never fail Wichita. That one I got.
Words are hard sometimes, though. I get it.
Wichita. Okay. Is it spelled the same though? Does it start with an O? Also, yeah, it's because like on my second screen, so it's like if I was an I, and it's like, wait, no, it's not an I, that's an L. Okay, but no, okay, but Wichita. Look up like Wichita in Louisiana. It's not spelled like that. Like it's not even like that type of spelling in Louisiana though. It's just like random because it's either like French or it's like native. It's all whack. Give some Cajun words. Okay. Oh god, I'm being put on the spot. Anyways, getting into the set here, really close game, really close round here, but this game so far has been pretty good for Mega Aurora. We're getting those Escobaris, and this is the throw combo. The throw that kills you. I can't, that normal throw does so much damage if she has tether. It does so much damage. Because it's like, the combo is just so big.
Right.
It usually has like a little bit of risk on you, so it's just like, it's shocking how much she can get off a normal throw there. Yeah,
I mean,
it's not little. It's not a little combo. It's a lot of combo, actually. And what's up, Jinx?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, just in general, what biking can do with tether versus without.
Oh, absolutely.
They turn into a different character with tether.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get some grabs of our own here, though. Nice little trade here. Keeps you in the corner. We're gonna box you into the corner, though. We're just gonna hold the burst. Understandable.
This is the thing I love about Pot too. It's kind of like the same thing as Abba. Like, it doesn't matter what situation they're in. Pot gets one pop buster and they're back in the game.
Yeah. You know, Pot is just like, you're just like getting like the anime meditation, just biding your time. And then you get like your one chance to strike, and it's just like the 1-inch punch that kills you.
You get the flashback.
Yeah. You get the power-up scene. You get the whole position. You get the whole shebang.
The inner monologue, everything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have time for all that. Oh my goodness. Oh! Back throw. We're gonna get some little staggers here. Nice little Escobari. These Escobari's been finding their mark. You remember I mentioned about the combo? That's insane.
That's the combo.
That was like no risk on Pot.
Yeah, the throw combo that kills you.
Yeah, and like that was like no risk on Pot too, which is insane. And it's like not even a command grab either. It's just her normal throw, which is crazy. Like she may as well have a command grab.
Right.
Attackable command throws in my game. I think I'm not gonna lie. Like I think just a fighting game thing. It's like inherently cursed is techable command grabs. Like, it's the type of thing where it's like, that sounds fine, then you see it, you're like, wait, what happened? Oh, like, ew.
It just doesn't look natural.
Yeah, no. Oh my goodness, are you dead here? This is, like, very close. This is so close.
It's
I
either
think
dead
you're
or
dead?
desperate game.
Okay.
That takes it.
You got, like, 1 health of chip damage that made the difference there. Oh my goodness. That was all 3?
That was the set.
My freaking fault. I didn't realize we were going that. You know, I mentioned we had speed earlier. I guess Mega Aurora is keeping that in the top 8 here because I blinked and missed it.
Like I said, they're holding their foot to the floor and not stopping until they see that checkered flag, apparently.
God dang, like, and it's not even like those games were so one-sided. Like, Charlotte was getting a lot of work done still. It's just that, like, God dang. My bad. And, you know, speaking of this, we're just going to go right into the next set here. We got, as mentioned earlier, this is probably, like, one of the highlights so far for our top 8. There's a lot of, I think all these are going to be highlights, but we're going to be getting Scissors versus King Koa. And these two are very strong. I believe these two have fought plenty before. And these, like, even if they haven't played before, like I said, I know that King Koa will tend to play with like Nora. They're on the same team. And so they absolutely have Anji practice. But I think that Scissors just has like either play against King Koa or like other Abbas like enough. Like this is gonna be a very fun set. I'm really looking forward to this one when I saw it pop up.
Both players just know what they want to do against each character and what they want to do in return.
Absolutely, as well as just like we're already seeing like a very different flow to neutral. They're both playing like very patient, trying to control very specific parts of the screen in neutral so far. Like even just the little we're seeing here at the beginning. Oh my goodness! Burst on out. Go ahead and just uninstall here. Oh my goodness! Nice block on the overhead. Gonna just jump on out. Gonna get sniped by the Fujin though. Anji has been trained in the way of hunting with how accurate that Fujin was played. Oh my goodness gracious! That air to air. You get the whole bombo too. 2S 5K jump into the key grab. Insane routing. Construct Donzai. Nice punish here from Scissors. This not gonna quite be the space you want it to be though, but we got a little stun dipper in our lives, you know. You ever feel like a little stun and a little dipper?
I like to indulge in a little scum dipper every once in a while. I almost call it scum dipper.
Listen, I don't think that like, I don't know how many people are gonna get upset at me for saying this because I feel like that's like, listen, it's like what you'll hear is like Anji's a stun dipper and like everyone else is a scum dipper, right? It's like look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Oh my goodness, burst on out. You have a pixel and a dream. Yeah, we're just gonna retreat, let that gauge burn. But you get it back. This is potentially good.
Ooh, there.
I'm not even gonna keep talking. You can just have the round. Like my fault. I didn't realize it was gonna be that clean of a call. Like I assumed that like okay, we got a bit of gauge, so we can get something going. I didn't account for the fact that you just like studied for the freaking exam like 2 minutes ago, and you have a photographic memory. Like my fault. I didn't realize I was dealing with a professional here. That was a very clean air throw. In case my reaction is not like sold it, that was an insanely clean air throw.
I'm getting hit by that.
The precision too was just like, all right, whoop. Yeah, that was such a good way to end this first game for Scissors.
I love seeing players who aren't scared to just make the hard call-outs like that.
Yeah. Ooh, going on in here. Ooh. A little bit of the double fan combo here. We're gonna get a little bit more. Can we get the three-peat? Can we get the Caniac combo? Not today. Not today. Just overhead. There's the third. That's a meaty and nice little super there. The good patience from Scissors there to just wait it out.
There was an attempt.
Yeah, that's just a good call there from Scissors. On the defense here. Going to go into Jealous Rage though. We're going to just run on in. 5H. Here comes the Rekka. Gets a messed up overhead mix. Yeah, that gauge is looking mighty low. Gonna get out of install here though. So thankfully you're not gonna lose it. Oh my goodness, nice parry, completely denying the super and the install. Now no meter on the side of Koa here. Oh my goodness, Fujin. /Fujin. Oh my goodness, the awareness. Yeah, you have to make it happen right here.
Looks like
now.
Scissors did go for the burst bait there though, but she wasn't patient enough.
Yeah, they had a good option there on the burst bait, just because it's like, hey, I'm at a pixel anyways, so like if he burst, I can just take the kill. If not, I'll go for like a nice little reset.
Right.
And King Koa, they almost found that hit to just start making that comeback happen, but very nice positioning from Scissors to close out there. I really like the positioning there. Like that was clearly like a known situation where it was like that 2K on Abba catching but not comboing into the Rekka.
Right.
And so getting the backdash to punish, like that looked like a very calculated situation there from Scissors.
They probably had that happen before.
Yeah, especially because of like because it was a space Nagihatsu. So like definitely good awareness for sure. Speaking of getting going, though, King Koa getting the jump in here out of the gauge, though. All these reversals are just getting called out right now. The throw. Here comes the butterfly. The 2S gonna whiff. That spacing is crazy. Oh, the overhead. You have one opportunity here. YRC, sure. Oh, definitely like concerned about like a parry or mash or so from Scissors, but instead just Scissors getting, since they have that conditioning, they got their turn back. Ooh, 5H call out on the spin. Not gonna quite find the combo though, Midare, and now you're out of Jealous Gauge. 2P to keep you blocking. /2H not gonna quite hit.
It seems very comfortable in this set.
Absolutely. Yeah, anything else you've been seeing?
I'm seeing this counter hit.
Yeah, what a JD. One hit here for Scissors, but with the burst too. Oh, this throw could be nice. No Jealous Gauge still, but pushing towards the corner here. Always nice. Gives you a little more space to work with here too. That burst. This is going to be pretty crucial. You cannot afford to take anything here. YRC. Oh, that close slash is nice, but no combo.
Tried to combo with the dash cancel
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely. Oh, and that's going to close it. Good set here for Scissors. 3-0 over Koa, who has absolutely been a bracket demon. So all I got to say is the loser side of that bracket is looking a lot scarier.
I think either way with how this match could have gone, loser side is looking a lot scarier.
Absolutely.
I don't think I'd want to run into either of these players in a loser run.
Absolutely not. Speaking of losers, though, our loser sets are getting decided here. We're going to be getting up next. Looks like we're going to be getting Hey All Nora here, making it in to fight Fishy. So we're going to be seeing once again Fishy, who was on a great run over 3-0 over Lag Spike to make it here. And then we also have Hey All Nora here, who beat McSmitty to make it in to our top 8. And then Pearlbot is also in our next set and is going to be fighting the winner of OEG's own Lovebound and Yo-Yo Master. Very tense set for sure there, but we will be seeing who that opponent will be after this, because we are going to be getting into our next top 8 set here of Nora versus Fishy, the Spin Tua, if you will. We're getting some nice. So, are you a fan of Anji?
Oh, I like watching Anji. I don't like fighting Anji.
Hold on. What did you mean by this map reminds me of Player Obscure? What did you mean by this, Pariah?
I think it means that Pariah is obsessed with Player Obscure.
Yeah.
Because it's peak.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have. I heard one of my someone I know that was like playing player obscure, and apparently their like entire save data got wiped.
Oh.
Yeah, so Pariah, keep that save data nice and safe, okay? Because I've heard that tragic things may befall upon it. Burst out here. We're gonna burst here. Actually, that's kind of surprising. You have confidence to win the round, I suppose. And hey, you know, warranted. Finding the kill.
The hero burst worked.
Everything is player obscure slop comparatively. What? What did I just read?
Pariah speaking their truth. That's what you just read. You read truth.
Fair enough. Can we get like Pariah? When can we get like a true emote? So like we can start putting that in chat. Speaking of true though, I don't know where I'm going with that transition, but we're on round 3. We're on round 3 with a near perfect. Nice little spin, getting the backdash catch. I like the little RPS around the spin there, like knowing that Fishy's gonna try that backdash. So getting a better punish.
Right.
Oh yes, I love deflect shield punishes. Safe jump Mito.
This first game's setting a real good pace for how this set's gonna go. It's looking like it's gonna be a scrappy one.
Oh, absolutely. But that is.
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I love me deflect shield punishes. That is like one of my favorite like high level mind games in Guilty Gear Strive. Is like RCing knowing they're gonna try to deflect shield, and then you just get like the biggest bombo in the world. Like that is one of the most satisfying things you can do. In
deflect shield punish means you get to press literally whatever button you want. But
yeah,
no, I think the scrappy sets are probably my favorite.
Yeah, no, the super fast sets are great. I love me a super tense set though. Like every game is 5 minutes. Like I love me a tense set. I love me a set that could be an entire like roguelike run. Like you do an entire Balatro run in the time that freaking the set takes.
A little bit of a late segue. I'm still sad Balatro didn't win Game of the Year. I think it was robbed.
It's fair enough, honestly. All right. Getting some good hits here. Nora in the corner here on the orange wife here, but ooh, gonna spin on through. And hey, there is a chance here, but this is 100 meters for Fishy. We have so much combo potential, so many ways to extend combos. No, you are not gonna kill Anji Mito like that. You are not gonna kill 5 guts Anji Mito like that. And now this is counter hit 6H. You might have just lost the round for that combo, trying to end it super early. Oh no. Now you have to take it back. It's kind of scary here for Fishy. Yeah, it did win a Game of the Year, for sure. Ooh, nice Ko catching the jump. RC's on out. Oh my goodness. The Fishy resetting to MLA like that is so clever. I like it a lot. Counter hit 2S. You're going through the wall. Boom. 1 hit here for either side. We're going to go back to neutral, so nothing's guaranteed. Both sides can get 50 meter too.
I will say, I think some of my favorite like high-level gameplay to watch is just seeing the diabolical like resets and mix.
Speaking of diabolical, my goodness, what a game there for Nora. Getting another one on the board. That was crazy. That looks like it was Fishy's. That was looking like Fishy's game, and then all of a sudden, just like, boom, Anji Mito.
It might be a spin to win angle.
Spin to win. We like spinning. Listen, is Anji Mito versus Nago just a Beyblade battle?
I'd say it is.
Is it like Anji Mito like one of like the lighter model, like the lighter frames, and Nago's like the heavy metal frame?
Yeah, I think Nago's like what is it? Wasn't it Time Winder, the one that was just the big heavy clock, and then Anji's the
I
spin
wish I knew.
stealer.
I'll be honest, I wish I knew.
Listen, I know a little bit.
I know. You do. Don't you have the Hello Kitty Beyblade?
I do have the Hello Kitty Beyblade.
That's awesome. Also, once again, Anji Mito 5 Guts coming to save the day, but the Chemical Love gonna snipe there. Oh my goodness. Fishy getting another round on the board here. Hello Slash. Oh my goodness, what a combo. Safe jumps. Overhead. Second overhead. Gonna get blocked this, though. 2D. Burst on out to keep the corner. That makes a lot of sense here, but this is gonna be a very good hit for Fishy. We're in the other corner. We're just in the other corner now.
I know people have been talking about how Sin just gets a wall-to-wall carry off everything, but Nito's been doing stuff like this since day one.
Yeah, it's been a very problem with Season 3 just because Wild Assault and MLA let her do so much with it. Oh my goodness, what a reset.
Oh, and the OTG.
I like the little like Chemical Love just be like, all right, I'm just going to drop to the ground here. Like, oh, this is going to whiff, but it's like, you know, puts me on the ground and I can just throw you.
Right.
We get the 1 on the board, and that could potentially mean, like, we got the 1 on the board. That is enough to go all the way, but we have to go all the way here. Otherwise, and this is our loser side, so whoever falls here is out of the bracket for the evening. So definitely wanting to fight to keep that place. Immediate burst. Oh my goodness, spinning the stroke. Gonna also get bursted. Big counter hit here for Fishy. This should be a wall break. Yeah. Ino's wall break and like Ino's like combo potential in Season 4 is so high. It feels like any good hit she gets, she has like 4 different ways to put you through the wall.
Right.
Speaking of, this should be enough, right? Yeah. I was like, listen, we've seen Anji survive on a pixel these last 2 games, but I think at that time it was genuinely low enough health, right? Oh, nice little block on the overhead here. Setting up Butterfly, gonna get hit. Oh, counter hit 2S. Once again, big reward here.
And again, another one of those ways to put you through the wall.
Yeah, and it's like a different route like every time too. It's just such good routing. Oh, this. Are you dead?
You're dead.
Okay. I wasn't gonna call it because last time I called something, I was wrong. So I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be 2 for 2 on the commentator curse reel tonight. So I wasn't even gonna take my chances. Opponent has returned to the room. This is a 2-2. It's very funny because you remember how Fishy in winner's side was up 2-0 against Megarura, and then Megarura like took a second and then made the reverse sweep. Are we seeing the exact same thing but from Fishy this time?
I think so. They might have stole a little bit of that energy.
You remember I mentioned Megara was looking at the notebook, like during that Fishy looked over, like copied the class, like copied the classmates' homework. It's like, what do you got in the notebook there?
No, it's like Brian said, there's only 2 pages, and Fishy just flipped it to the we're so back.
Yeah. No, what you have to do is you have to have like a bunch of pages that alternate. So like whenever something happens, you flip to the next page, and you flip to the page after. You just keep flipping through. So it's so over. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back. Burst on out. Oh my goodness. JH. Nice little overhead reset, 100 meter too. And yeah, okay. Okay, that is enough to kill 5 Guts on. And just like this, Fishy on set points. But
are they going to be able to carry it, or are we going to see a round 5?
Yeah. Listen, all I got to say is I'm on comms, and I'm known for being a big appreciator of a certain thing in brackets. So like, you know, it'd be nice. I'm not saying it has to happen, but it'd be nice. Although I will say, Nora's making a really good case for it being a final game, final round right now. This overhead, though, is going to close that gap just slightly. Deflect on out. Fujin punishes. Oh, next big hit here could potentially be it. Oh, that will do it. Yes, we've done it. The final game, final round. We are here. It is my favorite time of the evening, as always. And Nora fishing to the corner, but now we're just going to go to the other corner real quick. Get a little bit of note, Oki. Double overhead. JH counter hit. Not going to quite find the confirm here. Deflect. Okay. This is pretty big hit. It doesn't do too much damage, but the positioning is really good here for Nora, and especially if you get the burst bait on top of that. Oh my goodness. You got some plus frames. The fake out into the low, and just like that, the reverse sweep has been denied.
I think Nora stole the notebook there.
We're just passing around the notebook.
Yeah.
Like we're all in the classroom. Yep. It's like a big game of telephone, right? Like we're just passing around the notebook.
The theme for tonight's bracket is everybody gets their anime power-up moment.
This is true. I think we're gonna see us going in the evening. Like look at some of these sets. Like this is gonna be a good one. And now going into our last set here, we have, as mentioned earlier, Pearlbat against OEG's own Lovebound, making it into top 8 here. And this is going to be I just realized there's 3 Abbas in top 8. Oh my god. I know Lovebound was on the Venom for a bit today, for sure. So it might be interesting to see if she decides to pull that out. But I am expecting, considering the fact that like the top 8 momentum is probably on the Abba, we might be seeing the mirror.
I do love a good mirror match.
Mm-hmm.
I think Abba is definitely a good one.
Yeah, I imagine these two have absolute. I like to imagine as like 2 players, same character at like in like a bunch of online tournaments. You've probably heard or seen or like studied from the other person before, so like this would be a fun one. But yeah, as mentioned earlier in the bracket, by the way, Pearlbot making it in to our top 8 qualifier spot here, beating out Kensei in the qualifier, and then Lovebound beating out Yo-Yo Master to make it here. So very impressive runs from both of these two so far, but we're going to be getting in. But unfortunately, one of those runs has to end here. So we're going to be getting right into this set. And are we going to be seeing the Venom pick here? Because I did mention that, like, because Lovebound plays both characters. So could very much be preferring to not have to play into the mirror, because it's the joke of, like, everyone hates playing their own mirror in this game. But also, like, maybe knowing, like, it's like, okay, I play the character, so I know how she works, right? And we are going to indeed be seeing the Venom pick here. So let's see how this goes, because I can see us definitely working out for her. I can definitely see us working out for her. But her opponent is a very fierce competitor in her own right, which is Pearlbot. So definitely going to have to see how that works out. But yeah, we are going to be seeing the Venom pick here to start us off in this. So Pariah very excited because now he gets to bust out the Venom graphic for top 8. I don't think we've had a Venom. Zoner slop. Okay. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. It's all slop. It's all slop.
Everything is slop compared to Clerics.
Oh, you're right. My fault. I didn't know what was at stake. And we are going to be seeing nice little block strings here. And yeah, this is one thing I was wondering too about the Venom pick, right? It's because Abba is such slow mobility. This burst bait, though, is really good, but Abba is such slow mobility when she's not in Jealous Rage that, like, oh my god, it stays. Oh my god, and she gets to pick up after it, too. Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, good round here for Pearlbot. But yeah, like, I was interested to see the Venom because, like, Abba's like slower mobility when she's not in Jealous Rage. So I feel like Venom's like pokes and zoning can be very potent, especially since you can't really like react to a lot of stuff he does. You kind of have to predict it. Back throw. Is this the back throw foretold by Groudon? Pariah just like reluctantly uses the meme. It's like, all right, I guess I'll use this meme. Reference swap. Oh my god. What has happened? What has happened to my Twitch chat? It's all chat swap. And it's just looking like a very good round for Pearlbot here. Abba, when she gets in, does what she does best, which is absolutely go to town.
Ghost mode Abba is a scary thing to run into.
Yeah, no, Pariah, I'm gonna be so real. If I was born like 2 years earlier, I'd have probably, unfortunately, like, from what I hear, it's unfortunately is the correct description for this, know too much about Homestuck. But you see, I was born at the right time where instead I get to know everything about Undertale.
I think that's just like a side grade. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, but the only thing I hear about Homestuck, by the way, there's two reactions I've ever heard of Homestuck before tonight, and that is either they don't know what it is, or God dang it, Homestuck ruined my life. Like, with the amount of people I hear that are just like this ruined my life.
There is no in between on that. Yeah. Either you know nothing about it or you know too much.
Okay, but Pariah, I will say, I have never looked at Homestuck, but you're spitting. You're absolutely spitting with that one. No, the real one is I also grew up like the same time like a bunch of shows on Cartoon Network were happening. So you know, I got to be a knower. Got to be a knower. Cartoon Network is just Tumblr slop. Is this a correct description?
I won't stand for Cartoon Network slander in this household.
You're right. A game is destroy, build, destroy. How can I slander?
Real. Squanto, I just want you to know for that one, you've like cemented yourself in like the top 5 goats.
Let's go. Let's go. Anyways, gonna be getting in here, getting some damage on the board here. It's been Abba just getting into Jealous Rage and then doing what Abba does best. So definitely nice to see that getting caught, getting restrained just a little bit here. Nice little 6K into the Carcass raid. Wall break here. Not gonna quit at 50 on the wall break. But yeah, with once we get this, now we have 50, so you know what that means. Here it comes. Dark Angel. Does Abba clear this?
Yeah.
Watch out, Abba. Watch out. The ball is there. Oh, why is it gone? Where'd it go? Did the ball have to go like check to see if it left the oven on? Like, you know how RoboKai's in there? You know how RoboKai's in there? It was like, oh shoot, Venom, did you leave the oven on before you left the bakery? Although this is one hit away, and especially when the Jealous Rage is so low, you had to find the hit. Oh no! Yeah, that was literally like if Pearlbot did not get that exact hit at that exact time, it would have honestly been fine. But because it was that exact hit at the exact time, that was a kill.
I wonder if we're gonna see the swap to fight into the Abba mirror if they're gonna stick on Venom.
There's like the download was the download complete. Okay.
Looks like we're seeing the Abba mirror.
Venom did reconnaissance and then reported back to Abba. Is this why we're gonna get like the side story where like Venom, RoboKai, and Abba are just like doing things?
They get a team up comic.
Is it? Yeah. Is this like season 2 of Duel Rulers? I am wondering if we're gonna get like more of Duel Rulers. Like, it's obviously not gonna be for a while, but I'm wondering if like it'll just be a one-off or we're gonna get a little bit more. You know?
Right.
Always curious to see. Oh, install up. Install up. Oh my goodness, what is this neutral? I've never seen Abba mirror neutral before in Jealous Rage like this. So just know that like seeing them run back and forth like that is just like, what is going on? It's like the average like melee neutral, right? Where it's just like dash dancing. And then it's like Fox is gonna jump and nair at you and it's like, oh shoot. And I'm gonna like just try and shine. And then it's like I get hit by the nair and now I'm getting up smashed. See, like Jealous Rage wall break. Yeah, Jealous Rage wall break is the offstage situation, by the way.
Yep.
Like, this is the offstage situation. This is the edge guard. Honk.
Ooh, didn't quite get it, but got the back throw.
Who's narrating what? Oh no, I was saying that like watching mutual jealous rage Abba neutral is like watching like melee Fox with his dash dancing back and forth in neutral, and then like you're gonna narrate. Also, I just got the joke of that burns. Okay, I got it. I just got the pickup has been accomplished. Why aren't they all just making nair jokes? Listen, don't ask Smash players what moves like Fox Nair refer to, or they're called, like the terminology. There is a terminology. It's like the most popular like Smash terminology for a reason. It's because it's stupid. Oh my goodness!
I gotta know what's the terminology, Squad though.
Sex kick.
Oh,
I genuinely don't know why they're called that. Like that's like you ask and it's like never been explained. Like you're like, yeah, I can maybe see this. Oh my goodness, 6 feet away into the super. Gonna get the FD break. Nope, defending. This defense from Bloodbound has been so good, and you're gonna get rewarded by having a turn. Oh my goodness, 6P, no combo. Oh no, this 2H clip, the second hit of 2H clipping Rekka. Are you kidding me? Five H neutral. Oh my goodness. And now this is gonna be a good wall break here. Probot on set point. Through the wall here, 50-meter. Lovebound, bit of a rough situation, but you know, with the defense we've seen, maybe it makes something happen, but that's gonna be a super wall break at such a low life. Nice deflect, gonna get whiff punish, and that is a combo to kill. With the perfect Probot going to close it off. Good set from Lovebound though. Definitely like I was really impressed with Lovebound's defense there. I just want to say I've never defended against Abba that successfully. That's how you can tell like she plays this character a lot. Because like I have never had a defense rate against Abba that looks like that. Anytime I defend against Abba, it's never for that long. Like anytime I have a good defense, it's always like ending like 5 seconds early. So, but yeah, that was a very good set for Probot. As I said, Abba doing what Abba does best, and that is getting in and killing you. You know? Nodders. Thank you, Pariah. Anyways, we do have a team kill, by the way. Are you aware of this? We got a team kill. Not only that, I think this is like one of the most common team kills I've seen in online brackets, and that is going to be King Koa versus Hey All Nora here. Like Koa literally made a joke about that like earlier this week of they have gotta stop seeding me and Nora into each other. I hate to say it. We did avoid the seeding conflict, but a match has been managed to find. We do have a team kill coming up there, and that we'll be seeing Probot go against Charlotte later in the bracket, but looks like we're be getting into our winner set here first. Our big ol' winner final. Who can be the final winner? And that set is the one and only Megarora versus the one and only Scissors. Two players that are independently dominant in their own right, proving their dominance in this bracket. Look at that, 2 3-0s in this top 8. And I mentioned Megarora started off, like Megarora before top 8, I think didn't Megarora have 3 game 5s? Yes.
They did have a crawl through.
It was 3 game 5s against some of these strong, I don't think I've ever seen like a more hell path in pools than what Megarora had, and they got out on winner's side. So, and then getting the 3-0 over Charlotte absolutely has, you know, cruising into this winners finals. Scissors though, obviously, again, very dominant too. Scissors having some very good wins in this bracket as well. And also another game 5 against Probot to make it in top 8, and then 3-0 over Koa. And I don't know if I like rarely see people go 3-0 against Koa. Like Koa almost always is able to get a game on the board there, so that is very strong.
Is that a Johnny pick I see?
Yes, I do know that Megarora has been working on a Johnny. And we do have Perfection Can't Please Me. Chat, Are we popping like popcorn? This is winner's final. As said, this is it. Winner's final. Yes? All right. That's the energy I like to see. Let's get right into it. Like, oh, I'm popping my popcorn right now. Let's get into this top 8 here. Burst already gone for Mega Roar and gonna get put into the corner here. Gonna get the back throw here. Nice air K-Finer to get the card pop there. Nice little throw here. Gonna get the combo here. This should be enough to pick up. Oh, it's immediately gonna hit the wall. And you are gone. Feeling very Wii right now. Shoutouts to Wii, the Charlotta GOAT. TK Finer. The vault deal is gonna stick to the wall, and then Sing gonna break. We're gonna hold on to the meter here. I like that. I like that honestly because it helps you stay protected as Johnny against that spin. We also have 100 meter here. Back throw. Oh, reversal on
the reversal.
And that's his name, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. His name is Jay. It's really. I don't know where the Ani came from. It's just Jay. Thank you, Chrome. Oh my goodness. Oh, burst baited. Oh, back throw. The Groudon back throw, as foretold by the Hoenn trio.
What a crazy weave on that.
Absolutely. I know you're a bit of a Johnny fan yourself, huh?
I am. I am a fan of Jay.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on this so far?
I'm always happy to see a Johnny in the top 8.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, boom. Finding the break here. Scissors taking game 1 of this winner's finals. Yeah, and I know Megarura, like as we've seen, is mainly a Baiken. But like, you know, we have seen that they do, because I have seen them play the Johnny occasionally. So I think it is just for certain characters, matchups, or even just players.
Right.
Who wants to probably go with the Johnny.
I know Johnny does have a lot of interesting options to deal with Anji.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine there's absolutely reasons for the pick. Like, there are absolutely reasons, because we know Megarura has a strong Baiken, so it's absolutely not like, it's not that, it's just like, okay. Like, what exactly are we, like, you know, feeling here, right? Imagine is probably just a combination of the character and the player.
There.
Absolutely. Why not? We get the wall break there. Hard knockdown, JH coming on in.
Finds a counter hit there.
Absolutely. We're going to just miss Finer on away. No hits for us, please. Although, ooh, nice little super PRC, but not going to find the throw. Just going to get teched out. Nice awareness there from Scissors. Going to find a break here. Oh, no, my fault. I'm 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2. Okay.
Ooh, the JK just missing there.
At least this time we got the kill. Okay. Whew. Listen, I'm about to have the commentator curse reel made of me. Just exclusively me. I think you have enough material to do it. I am a commentator. I am a commentator cursor. Oh my goodness, the super didn't hit. Scissors probably just was not expecting that either, to be honest.
I know the timing on that is a little bit finicky with Joker trick. There's a lot of times where it'll just whip when it absolutely shouldn't, or it'll hit when it also absolutely shouldn't.
Yeah, also Scissors with these burst baits, by the way. Oh my goodness. Fujin. And now we're going to the wall. Pixel healthy for Johnny. The slow walk. Oh my god. Is this what they call hype moments and aura?
Scissors just said, you're going to react to me, and I'm going to deal with it.
I think one of my favorite things, like from what I remember fighting with somebody, is Ray Play, one of the Houston locals, because he will literally just like he'll have a health lead, knock you away, and he's playing Melia, right? And he will just stand perfectly still at full screen, not move, not gonna air dash, not gonna try anything, not even gonna walk forward, just gonna stand perfectly still. And it's like, all right, come on, approach. Because like, hey, you know, you have the life lead. You got to hit far away. You don't want to take the risk. Sure, I'll just stay here. You have to approach me. That's absolutely a good approach to take. And we are going to, we're not seeing a character swap here. We're seeing the color swap. We had to get the red Johnny. I like to imagine like the denim Johnny is just like the civilian clothes, and now this is like the superhero outfit, right?
Like this is getting down to business, Johnny.
Absolutely. I don't know why the tan hat, like, is like it always never processed. Like, he has like the tan hat in the denim color. All right, we got some Fujin pressure. Oh my goodness, we got a GameStop trade here. Scissors got the whole PS5, and Megaruro got $5 whole.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, although, hey, you're gonna get some of that money back, it looks like. Trying to see if you can't find at least the burst. Ooh. No fear. Just holding the misfinder stance, zero fear as Scissors just does the INJH. Nice little round here from Scissors. Finds the hit. Full burst for Megaruro right now. Overhead. Burst on out. Fujin. All right, we're throwing the card. All right, let's play this little game. Boom. Overhead. We're going to the corner. Nice burst there for Scissors to deny the wall break. Okay, we are sliding into parry looking for a press. We're not going to find it today.
I think the drift parry would have been absolutely insane if that connected.
Hold on. Was that the little shimmy walk there? Did I see a little shimmy walk there on the RC pop?
I
saw
might
that.
have seen a shimmy.
And that was indeed game 3. 3-0. Frick, Scissors gonna sneak into the winner's side of Grand Final. Mega are going to be waiting in the losers finals to see who their opponent is going to be. But before that, we've got ourselves some loser sets to get through. And we are going to be seeing we are going to be seeing the one and only Cokehead team kill, the classic of Nora versus King Koa. Have either of them said anything about having to fight in top 8 again? Also, Fry, you were correct. You either have to be less goated or your friends have to be less goated in order to like not team kill in top 8. But have either of them said anything about fighting each other in top 8? Because I would fully believe it. Not yet. That is a key word. I don't know why. I just saw Paracelsus and I was like, oh my god, is that SpongeBob? I've got a light. You know, I need some water. That's a great idea, actually.
I would agree with that.
And stop staring at me with that video eyes. I'm SpongeBob. I need to see an edit of that where like every single one of Paracelsus' lines is just replaced with the one, like Paracelsus' like head is replaced with like that one like smiling SpongeBob PNG, and then all of the like voice lines are just I'm SpongeBob.
I bet
I need to
mod
see
for
that.
I bet there already is a mod for that.
There's not. I'm commissioning one like tomorrow.
Real.
Speaking of SpongeBob though, Koa on the defensive end for most of this round. Nora just gonna clean it up with a Fujin. Fujin to the face. We're gonna be getting to the next round here. Oh my goodness. 5H swinging. And now we got a full gauge to work with here. Double overhead.
I've seen it work.
Yeah. No, it's like in Johnny, you do TK Finer with the card setup, and they block it, and you just do the second TK Finer.
Yep.
Absolutely. You love to see it. Oh my goodness. You're not ready for the next overhead, and we're just going to send it with super. We're not going to have to worry about burst or wall splat or popping out of Jealous Rage. This is going to take kill. We're going to move on to round number 3 here. That is also the burst denied for Nora, notably. No burst round start. Going to get it back very soon. Lots of risk here for Koa. That's going to be a lot of meter gain, though. Look at the meter gain in this. Oh, my God.
And just a full Jealous meter, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you have that much risk, it literally doubles your meter gain. So,
yeah.
Like 75 or higher is double meter gain. Technically 76 or higher. But no one mentioned how to do that. Over super wall break here, gonna get positive bonus going. Koa though looking a lot better off than we saw in the first round though. This is a nice little healthy amount of resources. Although that is going to immediately go away after the YRC gets baited by the spin, and now quick combo into the super. My bad, my fault.
This one looks like it's gonna be another one. Both of them are just scrapping.
Yeah, we have definitely. Yeah, I imagine like because Koa had to fight Scissors in the winner's side of top 8. So imagine Nora was just like, all right, let me just like pull out like the textbook I have on King Koa and just like start adding to it real quick.
Right.
Yeah, we got like a whole like visual. Okay, I don't know about visual novel. I don't know if we have graphics into it, or it's at least a novel. Could be visual. We have images in there of like, so we have a whole chapter dedicated to like Abba Jealous Rage 5H. Like,
I bet there's at least a graph in there.
yeah. I love the images though that like people have been doing again of like the range graphs for like certain matchups. This is like Groudon back. Oh my goodness, what an overhead. Did you kill here? I don't think you can find the kill. This will at least be a wall break. Oh, we're just gonna go for double install. Okay, I see you. We don't need a neutral reset. We have like a weird corner reset with plus frames, right? 2S to call out the Ko. Okay. Don's Eye on your landing? Yeah, absolutely. I understand it for sure. Ooh, but that anti-air? Hold on, that anti-air? You're gonna have to block the Madare here. Boom, boom, overhead. No normal feature for you. We're doing all overhead. No punish, expecting the RC. Gonna block the fake tap dust in the low. Far slash. Soul bad guy.
And they buy the overhead.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a really good overhead too. Look at this. Oh no. The
I think this might be the foretold back throw.
The Groudon has been satiated. Oh my god! I nearly like. I'm glad that I'm actually glad that I'm like been bad in drinking my water right now, because if I had drank my water, it was about to just go. It was about to no longer be there, because dear God, what a play!
That call out was insane.
Under the butterfly, under the far slash, and then I'm going to punish it by throwing. Oh my goodness gracious. I did not know I would be treated to such a delicacy when going out to this fine restaurant this evening. My goodness gracious.
With it being a team kill nonetheless.
This is how you know we're on layer 17. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, I lowballed that. With these two, it's probably like closer to like layer 572. Get back here! It's literally just going to the cage chat, just get back here is crazy. We do not want to be iced today. We want only gas. Burst on out, double burst.
Both players.
Oh, Jealous Rage. Where are you blocking? How are you blocking against Abba right now?
Flash in the spin is a pretty good option.
Jinx, how are you blocking against Abba though?
I'm not.
All right, that's the energy I like to hear.
Abba runs in, I press slow slash.
That's fire. All right, here we go. Let's see what the option is, though. Throw! Okay, okay. Looking for the JD. You're still plus there, okay. No far slash punish. Probably, Nor probably wanting a close slash there, to be honest. I could see it. I could see the vision. Not going to find the pickup, though. Do not want to let Koa go into Jealous Rage. And this is why you got to block these plus frames. Here she comes overhead. Koa getting a big hit there, and they're going to be able to kill here. Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. What a gambit. Masterful gambit. Install on up, going for the throw. Gonna probably just do, yep, close slash into uninstall. Danger. You know, it's really funny because I was fighting Green like the other day, and she made a joke about how like, because she went a danger penalty against me when I was playing pot, and she's just like, the game's like, hey yo, your opponent's playing 10th game, you gotta go deal with that. And she's like, what? How? It's just like, hey yo, your opponent's playing Abba, you gotta go deal with that. Oh, big super. All right, you got one chance. How are you defending? How are you defending? Oh. No 6P. No 6P.
Seems like Koa's starting to get the read back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Koa definitely was looking like they were just mainly just down on defense here. But now we are getting the feast of the feast or famine character, so we are getting a lot going here. We gotta have some famine to get some feast, you know?
Right. They went from the it's so over to we're so back. The book works. It's that simple.
Is Abba just the notebook? Like, it's like Abba
literally.
Duel 1.
That's real. Oh, we got a color swap. That's what it is. I'm not used to Anji like not having like I guess I'm not used to his main color scheme being like this. I was like, this is like weird. But gets the hit here. Like I'm used to like blue or red Anji, if that makes sense.
Right.
And like if the purple, it's like it's a blue-ish color, right?
Right.
Oh, we're going in.
I love
back on the throw. What's up?
Love the thought process behind the color swap.
Oh yeah, no, it's real. I'm a believer. It's real. You're never a believer, and then you'll see it work, and it's like you just shouldn't be working. And it's like, wait, it did.
Right.
Absolutely. Koa find a hit here. Had to spend the burst to get the win. So down here on the burst, but hey, you know, getting the round is honestly probably like a bit more important. Just slightly. Out of Jealous Gauge.
Nice, the counter.
Absolutely. No Jealous Gauge doesn't mean that you're going to need a good hit here to get going, and not going to find the throw reset today. YRC's on out. We're going to get the second throw reset, though. 2H whiffing with a throw. Whiffing. What a great backdash from Nora. Oh, and she's going to find a hit and immediately seal that round up. Are we going to be seeing a fifth game, or are we going to be seeing Koa taking this set? 5K, what a great option here. Koa definitely looking for the install, gonna find it. No, you are not gonna be able to hit Nagi today, and now you're in the blender. Look at this damage.
Didn't quite have the range for the second key grab.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it, but we're gonna get right back to 50 though, and we got some more to work with. Is this hit still? Oh my goodness, here he comes.
Doesn't get full super, but still puts it in Anji's favor.
Yeah, Anji Mito is just like, he traveled so slowly during the super, but, you know, it still connect. Like, Abba's in recovery.
So, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, oh no, we're getting the throw here. She needs one more hit to kill. Full meter is looking really nice here, but Koa is blocking out right now. Blocking this whole sequence. That's literally all the resources gone.
Ooh, goes for the throw.
That was such a
Doesn't
deep
quite work
dash
out
to
for
bait.
him.
That was such a deep dash to bait the throw too. Because like they could have definitely gone for the bait earlier, but they dashed like even further than that to ensure they're like, no, you're gonna go for the throw here, and then just baiting the throw there. Beautiful play there from Nora, and we are going to be seeing these two go to a game 5. Truly, when it's a team kill of these proportions, would you expect anything less? Honestly.
I don't think so. I kind of wonder too with like most of these like setups are like for instance that like dash to like bait the throw. How much of that do you think is just like Nora versus Abba in general, or is this the Nora versus Koa knowledge?
That was absolutely like 70%. Like I imagine it would have been like a sooner jump or a sooner button to bait the throw, but like the like deep dash into the IED to bait it was absolutely like Nora. It was like Nora tech specifically for Koa. Also Koa with the color swap too, by the way.
Yeah, I love how they're matching.
Absolutely. Oh, this is a nice hit here for Nora. Gonna find the wall break here. Orange health for Koa. But this is one crazy hit.
Doesn't quite have enough time to backdash shot.
The backdash did indeed get caught, and that is a pretty big hit here. Nora on set point now. Real homies bring it to game 5. You know what else they do? You know what else they do, Pariah? It could happen. It could happen again. I'm not gonna say anything, but it could. All right, nice little pop here. 2H, you're getting hit by the low. Gonna punch you through this wall. Deinstall, super. Look at the damage, look at the jealous gauge. You are going to have to find your way out. What a throw bait. There's absolutely not gonna be a burst here, because you know what we're gonna do? We're doing it again. My favorite part of the evening. We got ourselves another final round here. Final game, final round. Game 5, round 3. One more chance to make it happen for either side. Winner stays, loser goes home. Burst already gone for Koa and getting put into the corner. Gonna lose the jealous gauge too. Does that make it safe? Oh my goodness, these 2Ps to prevent Koa from doing anything here. Finds the counter hit JD, but gets the burst. Gonna need another hit to make it happen, but hey, that's a great one to do it. Oh my goodness, look at the gauge. Do we think we're gonna see a parry here, Jinx?
Full gauge. Well, now we're not.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, blocks the single low into overhead. Oh my goodness, just Nora trying to just take a little bit more time off that gauge. Finds the hit, finds the spin, doesn't quite get the combo. Yeah, but honestly, you're still in such a good position here, especially with a hit like that. This should be enough.
That's gonna take it.
Absolutely. Checking the opponent's connection. I love Abba's wall spot animation, by the way, where she just like face plants on the wall. Like every other character's like looks like you know they got hit into the wall, but like Abba literally just face plants against the wall.
Right.
Like, how did she get here, right?
I think my favorite are just characters that have dumb wall splats.
Yeah, I love Abba's for that reason, because it's just like you hit her normally, but then she just like face plants against the wall.
Or like Chaos, where he ends up upside down.
Isn't like Testament just like arms?
Looks like they're crucified.
Yeah.
Testament and Johnny, although I think Johnny's got like the thumbs up.
No, I like Jacko's a lot too, because like she has like a limb in literally every like of the 4 main cardinal directions. She has one going up, one going to the left, one going to the right, and one going straight down. Like it's like dang, she got like hit onto the wall, huh? Yeah, T-pose Testament, absolutely. Yeah, those two have fought in brackets so many times. That was such a good set. Nora moving on in this bracket. And now we are going to be seeing our others lose set of Charlotte versus Pearlbot. We're going to be getting another Abba here, another Abba here as well, but we're also going to be seeing the Potemkin. I am a bit like in this matchup. I think it's really funny. I don't want to say like matchups terribly much, but I just wanted to say like I do think that this matchup's funny just because it's like it feels like the neutral in this matchup is very even, just because like these two have like the exact same, like they play like very similarly in neutral. They both want to be like grounded. They have slow movement. They want to space around the other's 5H and like play around the other's 5H. And so to do that, they both have like, you know, big advancing moves that can potentially hit the opponent for doing it, right? They both have like big call-out options that could potentially be rewarded. Like Pot has armor, Abba has like parry. It's like the way they navigate those situations are like very similar, and it's really funny to see. It was like instead of having armor, Probot has or like Abba has like installs. Like I don't know how much Probot likes to do like install and neutral, but we'll definitely see here. But not gonna find it right now because we're on the defensive 10. Garuda impact after the 6K here. Not gonna find the hit. Oh, no Buster. Not gonna punish the jump button here, but gonna stay safe, but gonna get hit later. Oh, that gauge. Oh my god. Boom. And now it's Probot's time to shine. We're gonna find ourselves a nice little bit of jealous gauge here. You're not going to FD. I will simply take my plus frame. I forget you can do that on whiff. Oh my god. What good awareness from Charlotte. Oh my god. That's the kill too. I cannot believe you like thought of like, okay, the Rekko whiffed. I can just pot buster you. Buff up. That was a crazy interaction there for Charlotte, but now this one's not going to be whiffed. This one's going to find its mark, and so now you're just having to defend against Jealous Rage Abba. All right, we are bursting out. Oh, going to snipe the install. That is something you can do too. Is like if you think you're going to install, you can slide head preemptively to try and stop that. So that does open you up. Oh, we're going to get the install. We're now playing install neutral. You cannot whiff against this one. Oh, land into the overhead. Uninstall. Going to find the install on this wall splat. One hit here will be enough for Probot, but needs to be careful here of this meter. Just gonna go for a safe jab here. Does this punish? Yes.
That it does.
I think it's like, by the way, I think that 5H is like -9 or -11. So yes, it does indeed punish. Well, actually, I think it's like a couple frames off, but still, like, if you're blocking it, you know, honestly, I'm cool with just going next. You're right. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I can see it. That being said, though, this is not quite dead. Yeah, nah. Guess on my evil strike throw. Understandable deflect shield because we've been seeing a lot of like the safe jabs and like the close slash, but yeah, and the double buster is gonna get everyone.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, like I think every pot player is like, unless the opponent is like literally like doing everything in their power not to. Like if the opponent is not just like holding up back after the first buster, like every time, it is like an inevitable. Like every pot, like every time like you fight pot, he gets one double buster for free. Like there's one that's on the house every time in a set. Like
it comes with getting on the podium against pot.
Yeah, like the set. Anytime after that, yeah, maybe not, but like at least 1% is gonna happen.
It was an aggressive burst trying to keep the corner.
Yeah, Mega Fist on out like it is Season 3. Ooh, oh my goodness, what a reset into the throw bait. Now look at all this gauge you have to work with too. Oh my goodness, what a reset. I think if you did like key super there, the other super would have killed because that jealous gauge was so high, right? But you don't want to risk it against pot. Because like, why do that when we can do this and now this for sure?
Right. I mean, if anything, they also could have manually uninstalled into the super. I've seen a lot of Abbas do that.
Yeah.
Build up just a little bit more meter, and then you keep your jealous mode for the wall break.
Yeah. Good sequencing there from Probot. Oh, nice little slide head here. Here
Good
comes the wild assault. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of pot luster damage here. Just a smidgen. It's so funny because like the wild assault scales it too, but it's like if you have risk, it just maybe not.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, not gonna fight. Okay, that's just a reset. Never mind. And that's dead because of the pot buster. Because the FRC there. Oh. Fun fact, by the way, I didn't know this until the other day. Did you know that Hammerfall is a 60% Peration starter? It makes sense. Heat tackle is too. They're both 60% duration. And I'm just like, with how some of those things hit, you would not believe that. Like, there's some combos where it's like, are you sure? It's just the Omni-Man clip. Are you sure? Ooh, burst on out. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and say, no, you're going to stay in the corner blocking a little bit here. Oh, big counter hit. That's dead. Yeah, good conversion there from Probot. Nice situation. Nice setups here. Both these players already giving it their all. They're both doing really freaking good.
Probot was showing a lot of good like situational awareness with that round.
Absolutely. 1000%. Also, the buff I'd give, by the way, I'll just say this real quick. The buff I think that you could give Abba and it'd be fine is if she had, you know how she has the line for when she can install? If she's in Jealous Rage, the gauge doesn't drain below that bar when she throws you.
I also have a buff idea for Abba, but it might get me booed off stage again.
You'll bet? Alright, nice.
I think we gotta give Abba White Wild Assault. Like, non-jealous mode Abba gets White Wild Assault.
This is like, one, yeah, but it's also like, would nerf some situations just because her like 5H hit confirms probably won't be as good.
Right.
It's a trade-off. It'd be interesting. I'll say that. Regardless, look at this. Who needs White Wild Assault in this situation right now? Oh my god.
Yeah. Again, we're getting back into the beast.
Yeah. Also, apparently, like, Abba can't, like, get any combo off of, like, counter hit shooting 6K in, like, normal mode. It's like, you do let her 2K off that, like, just 2K into, like, key grab. I'm cool with that. A little 2K action. I looked away. How did Charlotte lose half her health?
The magical...
Recheck-in?
The magical thing known as Abba Pressure.
Okay. Ooh, blocks the overhead reset, but gonna get hit by the fuzzy. And we're just gonna spend it. Oh, that catches. Does this OEG kill? Not quite.
The overhead does.
The literal pixel left on that overhead, by the way. Like, literally a pixel left in the tank for Pearlbot and finds the overhead. Why are we talking about Tyler 1? What did I miss?
Where's Tyler?
In Twitch chat. Why are we talking about Tyler 1? He's gonna be at, wait, Tyler 1's gonna be at DreamHack? Now I have more questions than answers. What? Huh. A live WoW raid is crazy. That sounds hype. Like, live raids sound hype. Ooh, nice little gets like, you know, a little bit of time to react there on the Jealous Rage drain. Reset into Buster, the classic, but no meter here. So we're gonna need the next situation here. Nope. We're gonna just super run out. Good reactions there from Pearlbot. YRC, nice little jump there. 5H incoming, slide head. This gauge is so low, you need a good hit to make the magic happen. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. I won't lie. That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, okay. You're back in it. It definitely took it was a really hard situation, but really good to get back there. A little too early on the Buster. I like the idea. I think it's still got a jump. It's just a little too. Oh, that does indeed mess up that autopilot. Oh my goodness. Pearlbot's throw baits have been crazy this set. And now, set point for Pearlbot here. This is a great hit to get started. But we've seen what Charlotte can do. Do not count. Like, do not celebrate, even though, like, it's, like, this gauge looks really good. Do not celebrate until you see the bell ring, right?
Exactly. Because, again, all Pot needs is, like, one Buster and they can get the ball rolling off anything.
Yep. Pot is the type of character that, no matter the situation, can make the comeback essentially. Nice block, staying safe there after the whiff on the 2S, but gonna get hit by the overhead. Has to deinstall here though, so you can afford to play a little bit of defense here. And here come the key loops. Back Mega Fist forcing out the burst. Throw has been teched. JD finding its mark. We find the install, and now you have to block. Burst on out. That's a lot of gauge on Abba's part. Nice hit. Not going to catch the backdash. Such low gauge. Finds the overhead. Can you kill? You can. Oh my goodness. Fight to the finish there. That was like very, very doable if Charlotte like defended just a little bit longer, because that would have been the gauge gone, and now you would have had like either forced Probot to spend her meter, or you would just be back at neutral against like Abba without gauge.
A new
but oh my goodness, finding that last hit, that last little bit of offense in the tank is all Probot needed to make the magic happen. Charlotte at 5th place finish, nothing at all to scoff at. These like 5th place, like this is a bracket where we have Fishy out at 7th, King Koa out at 5th, and then, you know, Charlotte and Lovebound now are the only other ones that are out. Insanely stacked bracket. That's not even talking about like people like Kensei that got eliminated before the top 8. Like, this has been an insanely stacked bracket. So I genuinely don't think any finish here is really a bad finish.
Right.
Yeah, Probot also very, very strong performance today. So I'm very curious to see how she does against Nora, because Nora just had a very tense set against Koa, and kind of the opposite of the scissors game I mentioned, where it's like, we know Noah has played against Koa so much. So I'm very curious to see how her style of Abba fares differently against that compared to Koa versus Noah, and see how she can get that done. Also, yeah, I'm just gonna take a moment to completely interrupt. We're on bathroom break right now. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We are indeed at the favorite part of the night, by the way, where the winner stays on. We are just doing King of the Hill sets. Yeah, let's get some of those stats pulled on up here. Yeah, Pearlbot proving the worth of the seed, by the way. Look at we have top 8 at the Gibby charity bracket that was held on Tuesday.
That was a fun bracket.
Yeah, that was a very stacked bracket too.
It was.
Yeah, and then also, yeah, Misfit Brawl, 3rd out of 35, very good. And then obviously Nora been proving her worth too. Very, very strong performances. We only get to see 2 there, but like Nora's had like some insanely good runs. Like, I think she's come close or has made top 8 in TNS. So yeah, we are in the set part of the bracket where the winner stays on for the night. Also, I'm gonna take a moment here as well to say, Kirby's absolutely right. Shoutouts to Pariah, the new Fightsticks Flashkicks overlays and stuff for the Wilds theme. It all looks so freaking good. I really like the new production we have for Fightsticks Flashkicks. I assume you've seen quite a lot of it too, Jinx.
I was watching while they were being made. I got the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think I got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff, but not terribly much. So like, kind of like the first weekly we had it was kind of a little bit still all new to me. But it's absolutely fun. It's absolutely phenomenal overlay. So I really do enjoy it. I was always asking Pariah too, like every once in a while, I was like, hey, with Wilds coming out, we're gonna update the FNF overlay, and his answer every time was like, maybe, just maybe. But yeah, we love to see it. Also, I have not seen that, but I need to go check out Kirbio's overlay, because Dreamland overlay is hype. And also, shout outs to Kirbio, one of our own members here for Grand Blue. If you like Grand Blue, go enter Kirbio's Dreamland. That's all I gotta say. If you're a fan of Grand Blue gaming, even if you don't want to play, if you even just want to watch, go watch Kirbio's Dreamland. It's always hype. The Kirbio GOAT, but we are going to be getting into some more Guilty Gear action here. Yeah, Streamlabs acting, or it's the freaking like overlay thing, huh? Has the set not updated? Because I'm noticing that on the overlay. But we're going to be getting into our set here. A Pearlbot versus Nora. So like I said, I'm very interested to see how these two play because we've seen Nora fight Koa. So I want to see kind of how Probot gets viewed, but doing pretty good so far, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, you got the burst, you got positive, and now you got the hit after that. One more hit here was enough to kill. You didn't block the double low. That was the double low RC. Not gonna find the pinfall.
Oh. But they find the overhead.
Yeah, you remember I said earlier about how like there's the moves where you hit people when they're just like frazzled with them? Abatuka's is dead. Very good. Paragon of that department. Pride, did you ever talk to Gibby about that? Because I know that you were mentioning you could talk to Gibby about that, like whenever you're on the payday comms. Fujin on out. Well, fully charged Fujin too. Definitely kind of. I'm probably just looking for a mash, honestly, on Probot's part, but a nice little adaptation. 6P still connected. That 6P really is just a stop sign with Abba.
Yeah. I can imagine it doesn't really feel good to get smacked in the face by Paracelsius like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just such a good hitbox too, and also you are just dead off the interaction. Probot pretty soundly taking this first game. Definitely a different style than what we have seen with Koa. So like all those like high level like Koa specific adaptations that you kind of mentioned. Like a lot of those are not going to be as applicable here just because we were fighting Probot and she's a different style of Abba.
Right. So that's like one of the things, like if you take players that have fought each other a lot, that's not a character matchup, that's player matchup.
Yeah.
But like...
Yeah. Also, yeah, no, Pariah, the Norse goes insanely hard. Like the Norse font. The random font I have, by the way, is I do indeed have a copy of the Guilty Gear Strive Impact font. Also, in case you didn't know this, by the way, random fact. In case you didn't know this, by the way, random Guilty Gear Strive fact is, you know, the game's main font is just a modified Impact font.
I believe it.
Like the names and the health bars is modified Impact font. It's just smudgy. They also like just add like a few like edges and jags to it. But yeah, I do have that downloaded. That's like my like random font that I have, and also randomly have the permanent marker font. So apparently that doesn't come free with your computer.
Seems like Nora's getting a pretty good adaptation here though.
Yeah, this is a really good adaptation here for Nora. Yeah, and we're seeing the exact opposite of what we saw in the first game, but does Groudon make his appearance again? Does the Gen 3 GOAT make his appearance once more?
I think they just did with that one.
Okay. No, that was Kyogre taking his turn back.
Oh, okay. That wasn't the Groudon back throw. That was the Kyogre back throw.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get like all the Pokemon terminology down. Like I've already because like my R code in game right now is Palkia Pressure.
I love that.
And yeah, and also we also came up with like, because me and Green were talking about, we came up with Rayquaza resets. Hype moments in Aura Sphere. Pariah, you're on the team. You're on the team. That one's real good. You know, on God, like we should make like a clip, like, you know, maybe we should like make like a random clip compilation of hype moments in Aura Sphere. We can do that for the Pokemon Showdown bracket at Pride. In case you're unaware, we're having a Pokemon Showdown bracket at Pride. You should totally be there.
We have the perfect opportunity to make that. It's just the highlight reel from the bracket.
Yeah, sign for Pride. Yeah, do it. It's charity. And as we say, we do anything for charity.
Kirby, it's the weekend
Pride?
of
In about a month.
The weekend, June 20th to the 22nd.
Yeah, so like basically just a month away. Although we're that's a long ways away. And right now, we are speeding our way through this third game. Probot is absolutely on a pretty crazy game right now, and also that back throw there, that's kind of crazy. Just gonna go for the
Doesn't
corner
quite.
reset. The close slash to catch the backdash. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Kirbio, you gotta be there. We need to see you cook. We got so many fighting games. We got games that aren't even fighting. We got basically every fighting game under the sun that's like being played nowadays. And we also got, I know the 3 brackets that were like made kind of a bit later that we have. We have Melty Blood, which is a fighting game. But then we also have Pokemon Showdown, as I mentioned. And we also have, what's the name of it? Isn't it like Digimon Rumble Arena?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the mystery bracket.
Early league, we're gonna have Sailor Moon S. Okay, now that's hype. Doesn't that game have like a top 1 character, by the way?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Isn't like the top one just an Akuma and like an Akuma like?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll let you cook on that. In the meantime, we're gonna get back to the Guilty Gear Strive. Oh yeah, no, it is like one of the grandfathers of Kusoge. Yeah, that's the one I thought it was, Kirbio. That's what I thought it was. Oh my goodness, what is this damage? That super did so much. YRC spin denied. Tap the dust. Knock, knock, it's time to block. Nice round here for Nora. Nice back throw. JD finds the Rekka. This is full jealous gauge. Oh, punishing the spin with that JH from downtown. It's the super here. Through the wall, 2H, and we are going immediately into the next round. Perfect. And that's the type of momentum you want to have when you are now on set point for Pearlbox.
Nice. It's a 6P round start.
Also, you're gonna be right back. Did you find the Sailor Moon S knowledge?
Let me see. I don't know the characters off icons, so I will screenshot and send you this tier list.
Bet. All right. Well, we got North through the wall here, staying alive. You cannot let Pearlbot get an inch, and this back throw might not be what you want to see. This is gonna wall break here, so we're gonna go for the wall, but we are in jealous rage. 100 meter though, this is gonna be tough. Oh, BRC into Ko, that is plus
nice
a billion.
Shield.
That was plus until the next business day. Like, oh my god. But that is a counter hit close slash FRC into the de-install.
With the
Can
bounce.
you kill? Not quite. One hit with no meter, so no parry available. Overhead jumped. Burst baited, and Nora stays alive. Oh my god, that was
We
like
have the
the
potential
literal
here.
perfect. You know when they say guess for game, that's a pretty good guess, I'm not gonna lie. Great defense there from Nora, staying alive. We are going to game 5. All right, listen. I know this is the greed they talk about, but like, you know, it is game 5.
I sent you that tier list, by the way.
Is it top 1? Yep. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Popping right back into this game 5 here. Burst on out for Nora, and now you have no burst to defend against. Yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful. Oh my goodness, I like the... Yeah, I like that. Noticing the close touch whiffed and just like, okay, I can key grab you here. Okay, a little back throw. Ooh. All right, does the optimization kill? I like the meter build combo. Is this because this does unscaled damage? Not quite. The literal pixel. Can someone send that into Say Jam? It's in a couple of days. Like next Monday, I think. I think that we're gonna be getting the will kill submission soon. So much to say, Jim. All I'm saying, if Sajam is watching, it's the future high. I can't believe that didn't kill. That was the pixel perfect. Overhead. Probot's still on set point here though, but this is looking like Nora's round. Super to the wall. You have resources to work with here, but it's pretty scary to spend them here. Absolutely. I don't think we're gonna see any for the burst. Yeah, I don't think we're seeing any sort of usage from burst here because this is just such a good position. Yeah, let's go to final game, final round. We get the repeat of the century here. All right, butterfly on out. 2K. All right, now burst. You mentioned we had the burst jinx. They're gone now.
Yep.
And we're going to be going through the wall here. Uninstall. Super. Spins the YRC, jumps out though. No meter. You have a massive health lead, but no jealous gauge. Can you make this work? Does this go to the wall? Hits, kills, it does.
What a great set from Robot. For both players, actually.
Yeah, that was
Nora performed very well there too.
Absolutely, that was a crazy close set. That was such a crazy close set. And Nora goes out as our 4th place finisher of the week in such close battles. And Pearlbot went through the battlefield and is now in the top 3 of the bracket. And now we're gonna see who can get that run with Scissors in the Grand of Finals. Megara definitely looking for the run back, but we have seen how good Pearlbot has been performing tonight. Pearlbot, I will say, Pearlbot, looking at it, Scissors did fight Pearlbot to get this top 8 side on winners. It was a game 5 set though, so, and given how Pearlbot's sets have been going, yeah, we could definitely see something. Both players.
Personally, my favorite matchup.
Oh, we got some Abba Johnny. Okay. Megara sticking on the Johnny. Probably feeling more confident. Probably wants to get also warmed up the Johnny in case they win this to go fight Scissors, just to stay warm on the Johnny.
So I know with the Abba Johnny matchup, it's kind of a it's kind of a one-touch scenario. Whichever character gets the first interaction normally just carries it. Especially because Johnny can just kind of smother out most of Abba's approaches to try to get install state.
Yeah, we're gonna burst here though. As you mentioned though, it could just be one hit. And we're gonna get some plus frames here. Fuzzy hits. Forced out. Can you key grab? No! Punish! Nice defense. Dash throw. And just the second TK. Hey,
as you mentioned earlier too,
yeah,
the double
yeah.
TK. They never expect the second overhead.
Absolutely not. Why would you? Ooh, finds the hit. Gonna get knocked out though. That
nice backdash.
That backdash is demonic. Double key grab. Look at that gauge. Boom. And probably just gonna go for, probably gonna try and find a super here. Who needs it? Who needs the super when you can just get the combo, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at a 3rd round here.
Nice counter advance.
The patience of Pearlbot on defense right now, just not wanting to take risks against Johnny. Megara gonna get hit here though. Pearlbot gonna find the install still.
I do like the thought process though, throwing out the K card there. get a little reset in and also set up for if you get him pushed back into corner.
Also, what a route from Mega Row there. The charge, Wild Assault, charge, Dust.
I gotta say, I personally am a fan of Johnny Charge Wild Assault.
That's fair. Yeah, no, Johnny is, you know, he was the character that was introduced to the game with Wild Assault, so he's very clearly like designed with it in mind.
Right.
Which is very apparent when you look at like just how like all of his buttons and how he can go into Wild Assault and use it.
I especially love the Wild Assault air combos.
For sure. Okay, looks like we're going to be getting a little bit of ABBA gaming. We're going to the wall here. Boom.
Hey, remember what I said about one interaction?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is looking like a good interaction. Like, it's looking like a pretty good interaction, you know?
That was a very good interaction.
Yeah.
You could say it was a perfect interaction.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, hey. Oh, dash throw. Here comes the card. Gold.
Ooh, gold
burst.
first.
Boom. All right, we're going to get another wall break here. Uninstall. Super. I love how that uninstall super sounds, by the way, because that super sounds just like so, like, it sounds like a giant door, like, just slamming shutter open it and slamming open. Like, it sounds like, all right, this is where you gotta defend.
Right.
You gotta be right.
Ooh, it looks like the ABBA stance chains ate the Mistfinder there. I've had that happen to me quite a bit.
I like these little K finders that Mega was doing to get the card pop to go straight down. I like that a lot. I don't see it too much, but it's very cool to see.
I might have to mess around with that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason why they do that specific. Oh, it's probably so that the first hit doesn't hit them, so they can't like wire steer.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know there's one mix-up I was labbing that kind of has the same principle, but it's to avoid, I think it's like cross-up protection where you use aerial P finder to pop the card.
Yeah, also this is looking like a good round. Not going to quite kill, though. Okay, but
That
catches
does.
the run under with the JH. Another
Double
perfect, by the way. Hey, you'll take that. Sir Gonathan of the Mist Finers. Absolutely. Yeah, it's one of those sets. Probot is absolutely in the zone right now. Popping off in the chat. Absolutely. You play Grand Blue Johnny. I feel like this is either very accurate or like that's like a statement you shouldn't say. Like, you know? It depends on how you listen. I'm gonna be so honest. It depends on your context of Johnny. And we're popping right back into it. Grand Blue Johnny doesn't have Guard Crush. Yep. All right. So it was the latter. You shouldn't have said that.
I mean, the flip and Mistfinder.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Amaya does have both. Exactly, Briar. You're spitting right now.
You're spitting. Johnny combos the grind. Do you like the whiff overhead into the overhead?
Again, no one is expecting the second overhead.
Okay, Megara did block that one. That being said, I don't know if that's gonna save. We're gonna pop it. We're gonna go to the overhead. 5H, no pressing today. All right, going into this next round here.
Okay.
What's up?
I said the whiff throw not looking too good for Johnny there.
Oh yeah, no, because now it's time to block. Burst baited! Oh my god, and this is just gonna kill.
That's gonna kill.
Doesn't even need the super, doesn't need to use the meter at all. We're just gonna get another perfect here.
Robot is on a roll.
Absolutely. Up to right now. Two sides of the same coin. All right. Meguro stepping back on the cab. We are indeed going to see here. You are down on the potential last game of your tournament run. We are indeed going to see the bike in.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1.
Oh my goodness. Tether already up. Here comes the tatami. That crossed up. You saw that? We got cross up mix.
I think it was the tether rubber band.
Yeah. No, I like it. Reminds me of like Temkin's like J&E description and like excerpt and on Dustloop where it says like it's it's where it's like neither of us know what side it's gonna hit on. Like if I don't know what side I'm hitting you on, you don't either.
Your opponent can't know what you're doing if you don't know.
Exactly. Lady Viking of the Yozansen will Probot with a very swift first round here on set point. And this is a point blank activation because of the tether.
I love the idea of trying to use Viken's tether against her like that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So you get the bike in, the tether jumps, I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, I really like mechanics like that in this game where you can utilize them yourself too.
Right.
It's like Dizzy Ice, 4,000 items. I really like those. Where it's like they very clearly are advantage to characters who have them, but like the fact you can still use
work
them.
around them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Right.
But speaking of working around though, oh my goodness. Oh, big drop. Oh, now you got to block. Are you going to make this round count? Oh, this is going to hurt. Can you find this wall splat? Uninstall. Rekka doesn't connect.
No.
Pixels.
Ooh.
That was such a close game. Both having like big drops. But that being said, we are going to be seeing our third round here. Reset into the overhead. Uninstall. E-grab. Got half a gauge to work with here. We don't have any burst, but we're getting a little bit of that back. What a clash. Okay, I think we can block that overhead, right? You know when they say block this overhead, I think we can block that one, right? Well, Paracelsus with the assist. Oh, big hit here. Full gauge for Pearlbots, but needs to defend here. Nice. Blocks the super here. Oh, finds the hit. This is potentially really nice. Donzai to deny the options again. Cross up. We're looking for that hit. That Gels gauge is going down. Finds the Wild Assault. Gonna make this completely burst proof. That was crazy. Meguro going to stay alive here though. We're going to game 5. How many is that in this top 8? I'm counting. This is the 4th one. And they've all been on the same side of bracket. Phenomenal. What's crazy is there's a singular set in this top 8 that hasn't been 3-0 or 3-2. We've had 4 3-0s. We have 4 3-2s. There's one sole 3-1. Yours is the... Believe in me who believes in yours is the key that will pierce the tatami. Oh my goodness. Pariah, you know I'm here. You know I live for it, right? Like, you know I live for close 10 sets. I'm here for it. I'm also here for like, I'm also here for crazy, I'm just here for crazy sets. Oh, force out the install, but hey, you get a little bit of compensation there. Tether up. Does another throw tech. These throw techs are crazy. 2S. We're gonna just keep you in the corner. Meguro knows you can't press. And now it's going to the wall here. Not quite dead, but you have a hill to climb. Another throw tech. RC just to stay safe. Hey, you know, you can make, hey, you know, this is how it starts. You at least get the burst here, which is honestly really good compensation. Can you convert off that? Not quite. Not gonna quite hit this 2-6K. That's gonna be a far slash. set point here for Mega Aurora, but that burst spend is honestly huge for Pearlbot. Now you can use yours pretty freely. Oh, what a confirm. And we're gonna see some more Jealous Gauge here. Jinx, look at that damage. I just noticed.
Yeah, Alba is definitely not an explosive character.
No, I think she is. Also, you saw that bait on the guard cancel parry, by the way. And just like that, every game 5 has been final game, final round. It's that simple. Down on burst here for Pearlbot, but that may not matter, but this is a very good throw to get things started. We're going to throw loop you some. We're going for some loops. Good block.
Nice, just
okay, I didn't know what side I was gonna hit on. I thought it was gonna be cross up. Oh my god, these JHs have been killer. That's JS, isn't it? It better not be JS. All right, what's gonna happen here? Oh, you got clipped. Needs one more hit. Overhead. Double backdash. 2S. Finds the second hit of Rekka. This keeps you safe. Oh my goodness, but no gauge. Finds the JS. Charges the Wild Assault. 2S whipping. Ooh. This is a scrambly scramble. Looking for the reset here. YRC's on out. Looking for the throw. Gonna get teched. These throw techs have been crazy. 5-ish gonna not connect. The tether is up. This is gonna be such a big hit here. Another tether up. Deflects on out. JD, save us. Oh my gosh. Another tether. 5P.
This might be it.
Wild Assault 6-8. I like how Mark came in, said mega win, and then that happened. Dude, just like you know how you mentioned I spawned game 5? Did Mark spawn the win screen?
I was gonna say the win prophesized by Mark.
Oh, that was like a 20-second scramble at the end there, like 20 to 30 second just pure scramble.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a set to close out the loser side of bracket on. And now Mega Aurora going into the grand final against our winners side Scissors. Gonna get the run back here.
Gonna see another one.
Yeah, Scissors did win 3-0. It was close 3-0. Mega getting some adjustments, but ended up closing out that game. And that was when Mega was on Johnny. So if Mega Aurora stays on the Biken, it's interesting to see if that would be different, or even going back to Johnny after some sets. You didn't beat me on Johnny. That's how I feel, honestly. Like if somebody pulls out their second, like it's like I'm gonna start the secondary against me. It's like nah. It's like, and like I know they're like a character specialist or something. It's like all right, or like if I know they aren't playing it like for a specific matchup or something like that, right? I'm just like okay. You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna play the secondary against this person. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna prove that I'm gonna I will die to the real main. Like I will die to the main, you know?
Right. I'm gonna make you switch, so you have to either kill me on your main or lose on your main. Yeah,
exactly. Like if like, I absolutely know people have like character picks specifically for the matchup, and it's like that's absolutely like understandable. But you know, it's like if it's type things like I'm trying out the secondary, it's like no, I want to fight the main. I want it's just go. I'm just Goku. I just want to fight you at full power. Like,
right.
But yeah, this is going to be a very good one because yeah, this bracket so far has been crazy for Scissors. We saw it's only been 3-0s in top 8. And before top 8, looking back at this bracket for Scissors, it was a 3-1, and then the 3-2 versus Pearlbot.
Yeah, they've been on a rampage.
Yeah. See, my main must first get through my 7 deadly secondaries. Yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes.
Scott Pilgrim mentioned. That's
yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
Turbio, you're also now cementing yourself in the top 5 goats.
Mm-hmm. What this mean? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, 4Hops? Another one of the. I mentioned that we have a ton of Bikens that sometimes will sometimes raid our brackets. I know 4Hops was here. I think it was like a week or 2 ago. Taking names as usual. Now we have Mega Aurora in the driver's seat, raring to go. Just waiting on scissors on the Anji.
I'm really excited for this set.
I am too. One thing I will say though is we've seen, we've had a couple really strong Anjis here tonight. Megarura has dodged them all. Besides him. Like Nora and Mega never met in bracket. Yeah, no, this is a crazy bracket also looking at it, because it's like Pariah, the thing people say about top 8s, you're going to get a lot of that, I think, when you post this top 8 graphic to Twitter, right? Because it's like a Grand's going to have like Anji Baiken, and then looking at his back, right? It's Abba, Anji, Abba, Potemkin, Ino, Abba, Venom. Like a little bit of an evil bracket, but yeah, it's absolutely killer top 8 though. Three Abbas, yeah. There's 3 Abbas. It's 3 Abbas, 2 Anjis, 1 Potemkin, and also one of the Abbas is also in Venom, 1 Ino, and then Bike and Johnny.
I also noticed we've got 2 Ramona Flowers PFPs in our top 8.
This is true.
Hold on. How did?
It's a very Scott Pilgrim night from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
here
Kirby.
for it.
I saw 3 Versusias. Like I saw somebody made the magic card edit of 3 Versusias. Yeah, the other players have indeed been cooking though. Cannot lie. Anyways, Jinx, we got a little bit, since we are waiting a little bit on scissors here. Do you want to go over some stuff you mentioned for Pride FGC? What are you looking forward to about the event?
So my only day off is on Sunday, so I entered basically every bracket that's on Sunday. Shout out the Pride FGC link. You guys should go check that out.
Yeah, go check out the bracket if you haven't already. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it, signed up. I know a lot of people. We had a lot of big names signed up last year. Yeah, absolutely. Go sign up. It's a $5 donation. It's
for a whole $5, weekend.
Yeah, $5 is not going to it's not any prize pool. It's not all it's gonna go. It's going to charity. So
going to Trevor Project.
Yeah, it's going to Trevor Project. So it's going to be for good cause. And if you pay that entry fee, you can enter every bracket for free. And there are, I think, at least 11, and we were still adding, right?
There is a lot. We're collabing with a lot of other orgs too to host some brackets for us, so I'm excited for that.
17? Okay, I was wrong. My fault.
I think let me check the Start GG. I gotta see what all I signed up for, but I'm pretty sure I signed up for Guilty Gear in the mystery bracket for sure.
Mm-hmm. Also, by the way, I just wanted to also say, Pariah, fire idea for you. You know how to have you should come up with something from Monster Hunter. That's all I'll say. 17 is crazy. I thought that made it 12. I missed 5 whole games. What am I doing?
We should have a Monster Hunter fashion contest.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. In case you're curious, we're like I said, like I mentioned earlier, we're basically playing every main fighting game under the sun there. Like we got Strive, we got Street Fighter, we got Tekken, we got Fatal Fury. We know some people have been on the Fatal Fury. We're doing that. We're gonna be doing Tekken, we're doing Street Fighter. We're doing I believe we do have a Dragon Ball bracket there. We have also Smash Ultimate and Rivals of Ether 2. Oh, there were some really good panels last year. There's some that were absolutely fire.
I'm sad the Fighters bracket isn't on Sunday.
That's fair. I'm planning to enter at least 4 or 5. Yeah, DVFZ's sick. DVFZ is sick. And we also have Sailor Moon S, as you mentioned. We also have, as I mentioned earlier, Digimon Rumble Arena, Pokemon Showdown. Like, I know there's so many people that have been wanting to do Pokemon Showdown stuff. Like, it's always the joke is like, we should have a Pokemon Showdown X Drive bracket. We're having a dedicated Pokemon Showdown bracket. So, absolutely show up for that. We also have Melty. We do indeed have us some Melty of Blood. Yeah, Digimon should be sick. What other games are on there? Because I absolutely am forgetting some.
Let me go back and look
like
through.
at least the ones that have been officially announced. Let me check here.
We got both Melty Bloods, Pokemon
Yeah.
Showdown, Tekken 8, Dragon Ball Fighters, Uni 2, Rivals of Aether 2, Plus
How did I
R,
forget Uni?
Street Fighter 6, Grand Blue, Mortal Kombat 1, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Digimon Rumble Arena, the Mystery Bracket, and Guilty Gear Strive.
Absolutely, yeah. Also, Blaze Blue, another big one, and we
got
have
into Blaze recently. I might sign up for that one.
Yeah, we have Type Lumina, but that we could always see about Actress again current code. That is always a possibility because I know there are I know multiple people. We actually do have both, right? Yeah, we do have both. So have fun. I missed the first one up there because it's so much higher. I thought it was just gonna be next to each other. No, they aren't. Yeah, we do have current code and we do have Type Lumina. So should be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see like how we do the artist alley and all of that.
Yeah, no, that's always a good time. Also, yeah, for sure. Also, you know, Kirby, I know you and Sky for a while back played Sonic Riders. Should we get a Sonic Riders bracket? I have zero clue how you actually do that. So like, do not consider this like a set and set idea. Because didn't Tournament Edition get like an update on PC? Because I think I remember Skyfer mentioning that. What do you mean, I
mean, wouldn't it run like a Mario Kart bracket?
Yeah. That's fair, yeah. I imagine you just do like a point system or so, but yeah, listen. Yeah, I did see Tournament Edition got an update. That's always been something I've been wanting to check out, so I would definitely want to see that. Thank you, modding team. Very cool. It does have 1v1. That's sick.
1v1.
That's sick.
A first set 3 in a racing game. That's cool. I might have to try this game out.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it has Tournament Edition, so try that. That's a fun little mod pack. So definitely go try that out because I've seen it when like I peeked in whenever like Skyfer and Kirbio were doing like their big Sonic Riders stream, and it was cool.
Yeah. I tuned in.
Yeah, you can play as Hatsune Miku in it. So
what?
Yeah, you can play as Hatsune Miku.
I did watch Skyper lose that. That's true.
I'm sorry. That's the way you phrase it.
That I did watch Skyper lose that? Yeah, because I did.
Oh my god.
I saw it happen live.
But yeah, it should be fun. It should definitely be a lot of fun seeing these brackets for sure. Definitely, we had a lot of big names enter last year for Strive. I know that for sure. Like Strive, we had a ton of
that bracket looked
stacked competition. Yeah. Am I wrong? Didn't Danny win? I feel like part of my brain says Danny won, but like. I know Danny has won both of our FNF championships. I'm very curious to see if after another year, if Danny, the real question I have though is the next FNF championship, does Danny get the three-peat? Because Danny won the first one and then he won the second one. So is Danny going to go for the three-peat? Jack won? Okay. I knew Jack entered because I remember that it was in the FNF tournament champions that I know Danny won again. Was it last year? Yeah, it was. I'm crazy. I'm tripping. But yeah, no, it was about like last year or like beginning of this year, wasn't it? Yeah. But regardless, yeah, it was crazy. Oh yeah, yeah, that was the top 8 for that. But you know, I remember because that was also a bracket which SQ entered and did like she got 9th because it was like a crazy set with toxins. That is an insane top 8. Yeah, Jack, Danny, Hotashi, Razzo, Macmens,
Wabami might
Umi,
go.
Wabami, and Tox. Are we real? Is it time?
It might be. It might be.
Oh shit. That is insane. What? They're doing, huh? Do you see this? Do you see this in Twitch chat, Jinx?
Oh.
Pariah dropping the little note saying that Scissors is playing on Steam Remote Play because their Strive is just refusing to work.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get the win.
Yeah. Genuinely crazy. I'm ready too. But we are here though.
This
Mega
is
Roar
an
versus
like
Scissors.
see. They're not gonna let anything stop
Harry
them.
friend kill. Yeah, no, I respect it. I respect that so much. Nice parry. And we're not gonna go through the wall, right? We're just gonna put against the wall. Yep. Yep. I love supers like that. They're so funny. Boom. Boom. Nice
I was
round
gonna
here.
I almost had my own commentator curse, Squanto. I was gonna say some points you actually like it puts you in a good situation if you don't wall break, and that would not have been.
Yeah, you see, this is a good like. You see, this is the bad thing about being a yapper. Is like I will just inherently have commentary. Like my brain goes at 5 billion miles per second. So I'll be saying things and they happen like, oh my goodness, a back throw. Oh my goodness, what a combo. This does kill, right?
Ooh,
yeah, parry.
yeah.
Nice. Good game from Mega Roar to start things off. Absolutely looking still like, still going at the same like crazy speed they were earlier. So definitely going to be cooking here in this not just top 8. This is the grand of finals. And when you have that L from the loser's side, it is very good to get games on the board sooner over later. H. Kabari, nice little confirm here. Finds the cross up, first on out.
Double Tommy Matt there.
Yeah. Air throw. S. Kabari. We're going to just throw. Yep. Another tether up. You cannot afford to get thrown, or you cannot afford to get hit either. The fact it's still like fully converted, by the way, was crazy. Like I thought that because the tether ran out, that Mega Roar wasn't going to be able to get a combo there, but no. No, it's just like a little 5K conversion. A little 5K conversion never hurt anyone.
Viking can have a 5K conversion as a treat.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. On hit? That one on hit? I didn't know your game. I'm sorry. Nice little air hit. Probably meant to be the dash Kara Ko's. Nice little deflect on out. Finds the Ko. We're getting in there. Fujin overhead. Spin. Gonna get thrown. Reading a little bit of a mash here. Oh, that's just out of range. I understand what Scissors is going for there because the tether was there, right? So like the idea of like, oh,
vision.
yeah, if Bike can backdash, the Madara would still hit. But
Right.
no, just out of range, and Mega Roar already up a swift two games. I feel like that set with Probot was the slowest Mega Roar has played tonight, and I do not mean that like in a bad way, one way or the other. Like it has been absolutely crazy the speed at which Mega Roar has been playing. Yeah, no, we're plus on hit. I saw someone today. It was like a Potemkin clip, right? And like someone was mashing on like, shoot, what was it? It was a situation where he's like +7, right? Or no, it was Wild Assault Hammerfall, right? And it was like, and like someone was like, "Why are we mashing here? Like we are like Potemkin is +7. What are we doing here?" And then someone had the perfect response, which is they just said, "We're doing the same thing we do if we're -7." It does not matter if we're +7 or -7. We are mashing. What's the meme of the guy from Ratatouille? It's like, I will not fuzzy. I will not OS. I will not block. I will mash. And if I get hit, I will lose.
That's my whole mindset with the Alpha matchup. It's like, I'm eventually going to get hit one way or another, but if I get a counter hit out of it,
yeah.
Gamble.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. IB and then jump back JS. Oh my god. Nice hit here. Deflect, gonna get thrown. Mega Roar is on a tear. And blink and you'll miss it. And we're going immediately in to our reset here.
What a round.
Oh my god. On the perfect 2, 3-0 into the bracket reset. You know, Biken murders you.
They only had a momentary take their foot off the gas a little bit, and now we're right back onto it.
Absolutely.
I think there's something to most cases you're gonna want to kind of have the more slower, like, reactionary approach to like certain matchups, but there's also something to be said about just, I'm gonna do everything I'm gonna do to get in and hit you, and there's nothing you're gonna do to put a stop to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, just very good performance there. Yeah, they're going to try and switch it back. That's totally fine. Turns out Steam Remote Play, not the most playable. Like, it's good, but I imagine for games where it's like you have to have, like, any sort of, like very technical precision, it is, yeah, better not being able to play, absolutely. It's like any sort of game where it's like technical precision, it's like, yeah. Listen, we play on PS4 to lay in majors, so, like, at the end of the day, you know? Also, I see there's 5 cats in the room. I also just noticed the sheep and the tiger. It's actually a 6th cat. I didn't see that one. Got many animals. We have the little homies. They're all posted up. I like Daniel's room. I saw Daniel's room the other day, and it was like they just have like
Daniel's
a bunch of dogs.
room is great.
Yeah, and they have like the dog that
Eddie,
looks like their actual dog, like behind the drums, and that's awesome.
In my opinion, any room that has Eddie in it, I'm gonna enjoy.
Whose room is it, by the way, that has like literally every single floor tile filled out with Eddie? There's someone that's like it's like either a TO or like a player or so that has like a room that they play enough where it's literally just all Eddie. That's Hot Dog? Okay. That's Hot Dog. Yeah, if you play in Ban. Yeah, I've seen it. I forgot it was Ban. Thank you, Pariah. Oh, looks like Scissors' main account is working again. I don't know what was going on there, but I don't understand what issue was being had there. But yeah, but like that's crazy that happened.
Online.
Yeah, we are back on the main account. There is no the like inhibitor of Steam remote play has come off. Scissors is realizing they need full power to win this set.
They gotta lock in.
Absolutely.
You still gotta admire though the fact of like even saying, you know what, we're just gonna Steam remote play it. I'm playing this no matter
no,
what.
I respect that so much. Oh my goodness, but this pressure still from Megarura is so strong. Oh my goodness, hits and now the super. Yeah, not gonna quite have 50 here immediately on the wall breaks. Like no like immediate like RC shenanigans. But hey, you get a safe jump, so you're chilling. BRC4 not gonna quite catch, but you know what I mentioned about earlier about how you have those moves whenever your opponent's frazzled by anything, you just throw it out. Yeah.
TKO Zonson.
Absolutely. That's the classic.
We love TKO Zonson in this household.
That's like the OG in that, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what is this combo? And we got the cars back too.
Don't count out Scissors though. These
Absolutely.
OG combos.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. And now we're going to go through the next wall.
The main account buff is real.
And now we have 50 to work with as well in this hard knockdown. Very good situation. Going for the low. We're going to have to RC here. Overhead. And that was OEG just kills, getting this round on the board. Oh my goodness. Very freaking tense situation. Finds the cross-up overhead. Kabari. Yo, Zonson on landing to catch. Oh my goodness, nice
the parry
here. Yeah, gonna be a little bit low on meter here though. Not gonna quite get the 5H, but not gonna be any punish here either. Air throw on the Ko. And getting hit by this Tommy, and then we're just gonna hit you with the low and the high because you are not blocking that, and we are gonna be immediately getting this first game in the reset on the board. Megarura up 1-0 on the reset too.
You're talking about wondering if they're gonna stick on Johnny for the Anji or just keep on with Biken. I think the Biken pick was a good idea. It was a great idea.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Because like there is like you were saying too, people have certain characters for certain matchups, but there's also a thing of just you have more experience on your main.
I'm sorry, I looked away. Where did Megarura's health go?
Anji did Anji things and got a perfect.
Oh, my fault, my fault.
Yeah.
All right, but this is looking like a good round for Megarura here, getting this burst out, and now, oh my God, that anti-air Ko. What a Ko, and now Fujin super. Wall break, gonna give you the burst here, but you are in the orange on the life here. Nice 6P. Trying to find a big hit here to make some magic happen. The parry on the Tommy mat, and that's no. Oh my God, because the parry locks you out of burst, so the FRC in a close slash was completely burst proof. I didn't even realize that.
Anji players are something else. Like seeing like a good Anji player when they actually get their like mix going and all their setups going, like they have to play like at least like 7 steps ahead.
I definitely get that. tap dust blocked. Oh my god, sliding on through there. Burst, right back. 5B, not gonna find the Yozansen reset. Tatami gonna hit though. I could go through the wall here. But is going to be an Escabari, so we have tether up. Oh my goodness. Nice little Ko here. Fujin finds the throw. One more will do it. Looking for the throw tech, not gonna find it. Oh my goodness. A little dodge on the run-up throw there to get the 2K2D into the Ko. Scissors taking the round here. Finds the Fujin. Going to anti-air. Close slash. 2K into Fujin. What a route. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. 2K Fujin.
I don't think I've seen that one either. The
parry.
parry.
Yep.
Not quite close enough yet, but
yeah, I mean, just needs one more hit here, but Megara
like
finds the open.
Back dash, PRC.
Yep, empty low. Tether up. Oh my goodness, now this health. Look at how even the health is now. Look at how even it is. RC, tether on up. Oh my goodness, nice.
Ooh, but the counter hit there.
Yeah, going for the burst bait makes sense, but gonna get caught in the JS, and now we're going to final round. And Megara kept the burst. Just reset that into the throw. Another throw. Okay, we're not getting the third one.
Yeah, the third one's not gonna happen.
Velocity of Zonson gets hit by the second. Oh, counter hit close slash, big hit here. Gonna drop, but it's all reset. It's all a reset at the end of the day. The JD going to secure the round, kill 2. Up 2 here for Megara.
Also, was that H Kabari whiff to set up the spacing?
That's a great question, actually. Wait.
If that was, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right. Ooh, nice counter hit 6H. Finds the Fujin. Here comes the combo, and this is going to be the wall break. Should be, right? Never mind. I don't freaking know ball. I'm sorry.
Remember you said you love super, so do that?
Yeah, I didn't realize that Yanji's other super did that too. My fault. Delayed overhead gonna close it. That was... I remember seeing a while back the meme of just like... I don't, Kirby, I'm sorry. But like... I remember seeing, like, I love the meme of like, y'all call a 42 frame overhead mix? Hey, as long as it works.
Anything is mixed if it works.
We need to kill Squanto for this. Okay, sure. My fault. I'm cool with this. My fault. Minor spelling mistake.
Grammatical error.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So this is staying alive in this bracket still. Oh my goodness. Finds over. No RC on that. Finds the throw.
Are we about to see
Oh my
another
God.
one? We
Oh my
are.
God.
We are going to a reset game 5.
Game 5. This is it. Take all the time, or as much or as little time as you need here, because this is going to be the final game of the entire tournament.
You really did spawn in the game 5s, huh?
Oh, you know, I spawned in final rounds too, but we don't need to mention that. We're crucifying Squanto. My bad. My bad.
Duel 1.
My fault.
I feel like as your co-commentator, I gotta be right there with you. I'll join you. You're not going down alone, Squanto.
Fair enough. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's trying times.
It is. We're in the trenches.
Look at this. Look at this situation for Megara. One more hit will be enough to close it out. Groudon has appeared again. Oh my God! What an air throw. We can win through throws.
Scissors is not going to let this go down without a fight.
Yeah, but oh my goodness, doesn't find the combo. Spin! far slash. Fujin not gonna get caught. And now Mega Aurora on tournament point here after catching the Fujin there. Nice. Oh my god, what a co.
Scissors to see me to use it against Spike in here.
The double
spin. That's
oh my
insane.
god, another one. And now, corner. Time to guess. Text the throw. Looking for the hit here. Fujin low finds the hit. Oh my god, we have it. Final round here. The final round of the whole tournament. It all comes down to this. Scissors versus Mega Aurora. Both on tournament points. Mega Aurora gets a fantastic hit and has full burst too. This is such a good start. But we've seen what Scissors can do. Spin, the second one. Oh, that's a big JS here, though.
Ooh.
Finds the hit. Tether on up. Throw coming out. Can you take the kill here? Looking for the burst. Yo, Zonson. Burst faded, and that is it. Mega Aurora wins F and F number 111. And at the end of the day, the number one at the end is going to be Mega Aurora. Incredible set to end the night.
What a top 8 bracket that was.
Yeah, what a bracket overall. There were some crazy sets, even something we didn't even get to see on stream. That was a
no, for real.
Yeah, congratulations to Mega Aurora, and congratulations to Scissors too on the strong finish as well. This was a phenomenal bracket. So many strong players tonight. Yeah, this was, so this was, thank you all so much for sticking here tonight. This was a great bracket. As mentioned earlier, we've been talking about Pride FGC, and we will continue to talk about it because it is an event that deserves to be talked about. And so I think that, I think it's going to be a great time. It was a phenomenal time, and we're looking to do it again this year. And if you have not taken a look at it, go take a look at it. We've posted the socials already. Go look you can go look at all the event information and get signed up for Pride next month. We also have our usual round of OEG brackets. We have Sky Showdown every other Monday, and then we also have that's for Granblue, and we have Aspiring Champions as well every other Wednesday. So go ahead and check out some of those brackets. Aspiring Champions being our intermediate Guilty Gear Strive bracket. So if you want some more Guilty Gear action, that is time to go take care of it. Jinx, do you have any last shout-outs words, comments, anything you want to say for tonight?
I just want to, shout out to everyone who was here, came in to watch the bracket. Shout out to all the players and everything. And I feel like just everyone should check out Pride FGC too.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say is apparently the revolution for me tomorrow will be swift from what I've said according to Twitch chat. So I'm going to go ahead, have a good night. I recommend you all the same. Thank you all so much. Peace, y'all.